space on the computer.
That'd be good.
Okay. And we've begun.
We have begun.
We're in it.
Is that thing recording?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Hello?
Don't do this to me. There it is.
Oh.
There it is, big boys.
There
We're recording.
We're recording.
We're doing it. And you know what? I'm going to just test it really quick to make sure that, that's actually what's happening.
We should probably do that.
Yeah.
Poop-filled baggies. How cool we can play it. We can play back on there?
You can, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. I'm going to be honest. So I just have to unplug and unplug.
But
Long.
Retro Reset is recording.
Dark and
I'm talking into this mic like it's the one's picking me up. I'm not sure if that one can even hear me.
I think it can. I have it up pretty loud. Say something.
Hi!
Yep. There you go.
Hi!
You're on there.
Cool. That's the wonder of some dynamic.
I have it on omnidirectional mode, yeah.
I'm omnisexual. I'm sexual everything. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
My parents are perfect.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know what's wrong with me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love parties, but I don't go. Then I feel bad because I stay home. I was a need a friend when I take a walk. I like spacing out.
Somebody.
When some putty talks.
Some putty talks?
When some putty talks.
Ah.
There it is. There it is, big boy.
There we are.
We're recording.
We're recording.
We're doing it. And you know what? I'm going to just test it really quick to make sure that that's actually what's happening.
We should probably do that.
Well, that was 2 seconds.
It cut it out.
Yeah. So mine is
pretty good.
Mine is peaking a little bit. Crush that high end a little bit on me.
Hit that hi-hat.
That should be good. Let me. I wonder, was that just the computer making my voice sound like it was peaking? There it is. There it is, big boy.
There's a ways off there.
Yeah.
We're recording.
We're doing it. And you know what? I'm going to just test it really quick to make sure that that's actually what's happening.
We should probably do that. It doesn't sound terribly peaked.
Yeah. I think it might just be the speaker I'm using. I just want to, like, out of an abundance of caution.
There's nothing wrong with being overly cautious. Especially it being us.
That's how I'm feeling, you know?
God only knows.
What a beautiful...
Oh!
Oh my god, stop opening things behind the fucking GoPro window. What am I supposed to do with that?
T. Meaty. I'm hiding the GoPro. I'm hiding the GoPro. Can't find me.
Okay, it was peaking a teensy bit, but not nearly as bad as it sounds on those speakers. Okay. So, we're good. We're officially good.
Now we have it on stream. People watching can be like, yeah, they really do have... Why are they doing all this extra stuff? Well...
Yeah. Because no matter what, no matter how much... I prepared for hours to get this ready this week. Over the course of several nights. And still, we're in this position.
Hey, it's working, right? So, let's not jinx it.
That's true. It's just like, that's what happens. We still have to checks and balances constantly. Eject, you fuck. Oh my god. It's not anymore. It's not even playing. Stop being an idiot. Eject my peen hikes.
Eject your what?
My peen hikes. Phoenix Pro.
Oh.
protein hikes. It's good. All right.
Hey, YouTube.
Officially speaking, we're recording.
Hi, iTunes. Long time no see.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. It's been a sweet hot moment.
Sweet hot moan. But you know what? We've got all this new equipment. We're now officially in. What do you want to call it? Like, what do you want to dub this like studio space? Because it's pretty much, it's set up for the most part.
The retro D-pad.
The retro D-pad.
I don't know.
It's pretty good.
We'll move up to the C-pad, eventually the B-pad.
Right.
I don't know.
What about Retro Reset Studios? Let's get creative with it.
Retro. Double R Studios.
Double R.
We'll workshop the name.
Right. One thing to remember, I'm gonna have to edit this out, but one thing to remember is you gotta point your face at it. When I was testing it the other day, like when I did this was like noticeably worse. So if you just want to even like bring it like closer in front of your face, like that, you just move the arm a little bit so it's like more centered on you. Yeah, that's good. So that should be fine.
Okay. That better?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about it too much. I just want to make sure that it's like positioned optimally.
Right. So,
Haha.
how have you been?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Busy all the time, constantly.
When was our last episode?
Our last episode, I think, was Road Rash 64.
Yeah.
In January?
Yeah, we did Elroy Hit the Pavement, too.
Yeah, we played Elroy Hits the Pavement on stream.
Right.
But we never did the episode for it.
All right. Okay.
We're just, here we are.
Hey, we're doing it now.
Elroy Hits the Pavement. I don't know if that's actually how the song goes.
Oh, I didn't know there was a song.
It has some good music.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm going to get it set up to where we can use the stream deck, and that sound will come into the mixer, and we'll each have our own pair of headphones, so we'll be able to hear the sound effects and stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, it's possible with technology.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to push it, you know?
Yeah, I know, right?
I would be like, let's just
Baby
see if I can
steps.
get it to work, in the most basic sense.
Yeah, it's just baby steps for now.
So my tendency is just to be like, GoPro shut down.
It says it's still active. I think it's because you don't have the window selected.
I did. It just shut itself down.
Oh.
It's not on anymore. I'm going to kill a man.
Oh shit, battery low. All my favorite songs, I am dead.
All my favorite songs, now I am dead.
So dead.
Did you know that the secret message of every Rivers Cuomo song is that he's actually dead?
Oh, he's a ghost.
It ran out of power.
Oh, ran out of juice.
Let's just do the Logitech.
Yeah.
I can't take this.
Yeah, I don't believe
I want to kill a small child.
Is it still charging? I believe it's charging. Well, never mind. I'll do it at home.
No, I thought I could. I brought it down another cable to charge with,
Okay.
but I can just plug this one in.
Oh, no, let's just leave it. My phone's plugged in there now.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Just leave it in there. It's fine. It's fine.
Fine.
Technical difficulties abound, y'all. In the live, in the flesh.
We got it figured out, and then we didn't.
Well, at least it died. That's a solid.
Yeah. It's a good.
reason. I'll take it. At least it has an excuse. This is not the best tripod either, so this thing likes to wibble wobble.
Let's put them legs on a stable surface. Then.
I'm on a dolphin. I'm doing flips and shit. It's not the legs that are the problem. It's the camera itself. Like the gimbal or whatever. Just like woo, like someone broke its neck. Whoo! For those of you who weren't here yesterday, a lot of people played more Planet Coaster. And we drank adult bevs. I drank part of one. Where'd that background go too? It's gone.
No, it's not. It's just still showing the window capture of the
Oh, the nothing.
of the big boy. All right. Layla, bud.
Visitor. We'll be right
All right.
back, guys. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
There's a party, but I don't go. Welcome back.
All right.
So, for those of you who are watching the stream,
Yep.
now you know our plight.
Yes.
Now you understand.
This is our life.
Shit that happens. It's
Oh.
ridiculous. Anyway, are we
Man.
recording again?
Yes, we're
Okay.
recording again now.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Retro Recess!
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about Elroy Hits the Pavement. We're also streaming it. So if you're not watching, it's up to you. 'Cause we're sitting at the brand new Retro Reset studio table.
Plastic table with
Plastic, black,
with-
high quality patina.
we got
Yep.
we got these microphone stands hooked up to the table, and because the table is slightly weirdly shaped, they won't hold. So they've got fun books on them.
Yep.
They're like clamped
Hey.
to a book.
This is the humble beginnings of this is
The humble beginnings for like 15
Retro-
years of
Retro
things we've been
Reset.
doing.
Alpha version 1.
Alpha Prime version.
Right? We're
One.
going to upgrade. This is all up from here.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh
So,
man, what a! This is not a sponsor, by the way.
no,
If you're on the stream right now and you see us drinking Diet Mountain Dew,
it's just what we have.
not a sponsor, but we will sell out.
Yes, absolutely. In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Boing. That was neat. Anyway. So, how you been, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I've been doing good. Been working a lot. Just like working on the house out here and getting rooms unlocked.
Yeah.
You know, we finally got the garage mostly cleaned out. Finally got the office, the studio mostly cleaned out, and then we had a leak in our ceiling.
Yeah.
And there were like 50 billion other things that happened all at once.
Yeah, your ceiling titty started to lactate
Yes.
water.
Yeah. Basically, a dome light on the ceiling like started leaking out of the nipple area.
People know what a ceiling titty is.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know.
Sure.
Oh man. So how you been?
I've been alright. I've been working mostly,
Mm-hmm.
raising a child.
Mm-hmm.
Got a new car
Takes up a lot of
since
energy.
we last streamed. I think
The
I got
Subaru Bros, dude.
we're
Subarus.
He's got a Crosstrek. I got the Outback.
Nice.
It's a car I've always wanted.
Honestly, I never thought like, oh, I want a Subaru. But now that I have it, it's like my favorite car.
Yeah.
It's the most fun I've ever had driving.
Yeah.
And I'm a person who doesn't like, just like you, I'm a person who does not enjoy driving.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be on the highway. It stresses me out, makes me, want to pull my hair out.
Yeah.
But driving the Subaru out on the back roads,
Yeah. That's
I'll tell you what, it's pretty good.
Until some SOB jumps right out in front of you when you're driving down it.
Yeah.
Like we did when we went to the arcade. Yeah, we went to an arcade. We
Mhm.
almost died. So
On the way,
I'll have to tell that story because it was we were just driving all the way down there. We're
Mhm.
on 108, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like some dude just like didn't even slow down, just darted right out into the road.
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
That's Oklahoma. I
Yeah.
mean, like, it's probably everywhere, but like Oklahoma drivers seem especially bad to me.
Yeah. They're like.
But I've only experienced, that. So.
They're overly friendly when you don't want them to be, and then the rest
Yes.
of the time they're just dumb college kids.
Dude, like on the way home, like a microcosm of this. On the way home the other day, I'm driving, and somebody pulls out in front of me, like no notice, right? But it was like a 25 mile per hour zone, so it wasn't a big deal. So I gave him a little tip. I just gave him a little like, hey, somebody else here.
Yeah.
There's somebody else in the world. And then like down the road, somebody does it again, but this time we're like in a 35, 45.
Yeah.
Then, on top of that, I'm trying to let somebody out onto the street, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of cars coming, and so I'm like trying to be nice, and I give him the right of way. And he sits there, I waited for like 15 seconds
Yeah.
before he was like, go! And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Try to be nice! Stop being nice to me! They're like, Anyway, so that happened. Then, a semi-truck backed out in front of me
Oh yeah.
in a 35.
What? Semi-truck, man. Semi-trucks are the Dr. Kyle of cars. They're not gonna go fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of semi-trucks. I've actually almost been merged into on like 3 different occasions
Especially
by semis.
on ramps.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, well, we're coming over. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. This one happened. One time it happened to me in Tulsa, where like Sam and I were just like on the regular highway, and dude just started merging, and he wasn't like, he wasn't coming off of an exit. We were just on the road.
Yeah.
People are crazy, man.
They are nuts.
Talking about traffic, it sounds like we're like a morning zoo.
Yeah, welcome to the Retro Reset WL11 or 1337. The Elite. The Elite. Does anyone even say Elite anymore?
Does anybody say lead anymore?
It's a flushing noise.
Does anybody say lead anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did someone set us up to bomb? What is phone?
I guess I would ask,
What is phone?
whose base do we belong to, and why?
What base? Has
All of your base.
Has all of it?
All of it.
Has it been invaded by a vampire?
I need to know
The
how much.
vampire have made it into our home base. Absolutely love that line.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
Is that what that? No, yeah.
No, I just went with a different vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah.
You don't belong in this world, monster. It's a good time. Yeah, we're doing that thing that every male does, where you just like get into a loop of quoting things.
Yeah.
Over and over again. I feel like it's pretty like basic white guy behavior.
Yeah. Explode. That's a quote.
Yeah, that's a quote that nobody knows. We're not even making a reference to anybody outside of like literally just us.
Mm-hmm.
If I made that reference to Sam, and she knows about Explode Guy, if I made that reference to Sam, she wouldn't understand. She would not get it.
That's fine. It's just us.
It's fine. It was on YouTube. We got like 5 views.
It's fine. You know, it's got my dog. Originally, I cringed at it, but it has my dog on it. So.
Yeah. I think it's funny.
Oh, man.
Like, it's not like good, but I think it's funny.
Indeed. Well, I mean, humble beginning.
Yeah.
That's where we started with skits, and honestly, it got better from there.
Yeah,
We
honestly.
didn't do very many skits, but it was we had fun.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Really.
All that matters, man.
We're having fun out here. What are you doing with your life? Having a full-time job, respectable position, whatever. Own 2 cars, happy marriage with children and successful life, whatever.
Whatever.
You just
man.
wish you were sitting here
Who even
recording a
cares?
podcast. Shut up. You're done.
Uh,
How old you're done? Okay. Anyway, so.
we're talking Elroy hits the pavement
No,
today, bro.
He hit it. He saw that pavement. He said, "You know what, Elroy? Or pavement? Fuck you."
Yeah. Elroy beats the pavement.
How dare you? How dare you insult my mother by making her fall on you?
Elroy abuses the pavement.
You'll never amount to anything. Elroy emotionally abuses the pavement. I guess it's verbally abuses.
Okay, so Elroy hits the pavement. A little background, folks. Elroy hits the pavement. It's a game.
It's a game.
It's a game by Headbone Interactive.
Headbone.
It came on the PC. It was I think kind of a DOS game as well.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that's harder to run on like anything past Windows 98.
Yeah.
Where like you would have to like go through some bullshit.
Do you remember how hard it didn't take long enough to get that to work, but we tried getting the Sims to work on it?
Yes, yeah, The Sims was not cooperating. Well, the reason Elroy hits the pavement works is because we played it in browser.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what actually ended up working. Bodie, dude, you just gonna come in here and like step around constantly?
Tip tappity. Those tip tappity.
Go find something to do.
Bodie.
Bodie, go get a hobby. All right, he's not here. It came out in 1996, also for the Macintosh, and Headbone Interactive was responsible for like several different types of learning games. Elroy was a series.
Yeah.
The first one was, I forget the name, but it's like Elroy, and he's in like a tech competition, and he invents a bug that is also an artificial intelligence. That's crazy. He like invents this crazy robot. Or really, his friend invents the robot.
Yeah.
The girl,
Yeah, the girl's the resourceful
Sid,
one.
invents the robot. And they also had a game called. Oh no! Oh man, it's like a space one. It's a little bit more adult.
Right.
It's Egg and Ozzy, I think. Let me think here. Headbone. I'll cut this out. It's fine.
Headbone. Give me head and bones.
That's what I get for
Whoa.
doing my research.
Research.
Okay, so the first one was Elroy Goes Bugzerk.
Mm.
And the first game that Headbone Interactive ever made was called Pennsylvania. Don't know what that's about.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know how many Headbone fans we have out there.
there's a game called The Gigglebone Gang. Infinity City. And then, yes, okay. Is an Augie Escape from Dimension Q? That's a weird game. Honestly, we probably should have done a couple Headbone Interactive games for this podcast, but, Elroy Hits the Pavement.
We could always come back and do a Headbone
Interactive episode.
Headbone Interactive
Play some weird stuff.
Because, this was my first point and click.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not a point and click guy.
Well, it's not that. It's just I've never done it before.
Right.
So.
I played, several of the kids' point and click games as a kid, and there was, I played this game called The Dig from LucasArts, which was really hard to, figure out. And back in the day, we were probably, probably 5 years removed from the kids who grew up playing, Sierra, text adventures.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was, it uses game language that is not familiar.
Right.
To people who grew up with the games we grew up with, right?
Yeah.
A lot of PC games baffled me as a kid because I was used to playing on a controller.
Right.
Right? And the keyboard's got 50 billion keys. How are you supposed to figure that out?
It's intimidating.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I played a lot of Sierra games in the 90s though, after the fact, because I think maybe I got a compilation disc or something. But there's several of them, Hoyle card games. It has all those little, all of them. There's a bunch of characters in it that you can play against, and they all have little sassy comments all the time.
Oh yeah.
One of them's just a bear.
Whoa.
His name's Harley, and he's like, "Whoa, I'll take a hit." If you're playing
So if you're playing
hit me.
Crack.
Yeah. Crack.
If you're playing cocaine.
If you're just playing with cocaine.
I'll take a hit. Give me some of that.
I always say that wrong. It's hit me, not I'll take a hit. But anyway,
blackjack.
Point is, this one I would say was a little bit, it's in the the mid 90s.
Oh yeah.
So this was in our wheelhouse of age range, and it's pretty easy to control.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, friggin' Elroy, man, what was your first impression?
So originally I expected, because you said it was a point and click.
Right.
And it is to some extent, but it's not as involved because you're mostly just clicking to where you want to go. You don't have to pick up items, combine, do puzzles, stuff like that. It's very simplistic, and
yeah, pretty much every item that you get, you use on the screen is on.
Yeah, and I was a little. I was expecting the graphics to be more like Pajama Sam.
Yeah,
like
so that one is Humongous Entertainment.
Right. I know it's a different studio, but that's...
No, I'm thinking about those were two big players, Headbone and Humongous at the time. Both ages, really. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I feel like the Headbone games are definitely simpler. But tell me what you thought about the art style. Sorry.
So it was a lot more simple than I expected, but to me, because when I play, hi there, buddy. When we play Pajama Sam or what's the other one? It's Putt Putt and
oh yeah, Putt Putt's good.
Freddy Bear.
Freddy the Fish.
Freddy the Fish.
Freddy the Fish was dope.
And then there's a bear one. You play all those games.
I remember the bear one.
God, what's his name? Something Fatty Bear.
Fatty Bear.
Fatty Bear.
I never played that one.
Anyway, so that's a type, and I think it's Humongous.
Okay.
And they, you can definitely tell that a lot of people made it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you play Elroy, it's this was a creation, but this is one man's idea.
Yeah, Elroy's very specific.
It feels
isn't
personalized.
It? Yeah. It's kind of bizarre. The art style itself is really unique.
It's almost like abstract noir kind of.
Yeah.
Because it's got the weird realistic city backgrounds.
Right.
And sometimes and then it has the little fun little cutscenes.
Right, and it looks like a paper cutouts.
Yeah.
The characters all look like paper cutouts.
But it's also its own unique style. Simple but unique.
Right.
I liked it. At first I was I don't know about this, but the more I got into it. Of course we also played Windows Movie Maker.
Oh yeah, that was so fun.
So it's like
That was a good part of that
kind of prepared for
situation.
it, I guess.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Bodie's.
Bodie's being a chody.
I'm gonna let both of the dogs outside. Just put some
Who
water
let
out
the
there.
dogs
Come on, Bodie.
out? Okay, so for those of
Bodie.
you that are watching the stream, we're going to be doing a Pokemon card opening and a Yu-Gi-Oh card opening later this afternoon. Unfortunately, we're so far off, probably won't be able to see them, but it's fine. I mean, you see, just do it. Who cares? We had a GoPro set up. For those of you at the beginning would have seen it. So
Layla.
it's
Layla,
fine.
bud. Let's go potty.
We're all gonna go outside and potty. I'm gonna poop outside. I'm gonna just take a huge shit, dude. You ever just like whatever bathrooms? So you decide to say, hey, I'm gonna shit outside on the back porch. Not bury it. Just let it sit there. Let it sunbathe. Let it soak. When it rains a little bit, you know, you get shit everywhere. It just like coats it, and then it like kind of seal coats your concrete. Sure, you know, it's like shit for a few days, but it's fine. But it's fine, okay? You shit and fart. Shit and fart. Don't forget to shit and fart.
Okay. I'm back.
There's Alan leaving on account of poor service. I'm out. I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
The dogs are out. Scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, the art style, like, not the microphones here. The art style's pretty unique. It's got like we said, paper cutout aesthetic.
Yeah.
You got these backgrounds that are, like you said, realistic.
Yeah.
And just like photographs,
Right.
oftentimes, or like photoshops of photographs.
Yeah.
Photographs.
Yeah.
Almost like a collage.
Yeah.
And Windows Movie Maker, if you've never played Windows Movie Maker, and we're not talking about Windows Movie Maker like from the 2000s, where it was functional and
Yeah.
you like could cut video together. Oh,
We're talking about 3D Movie Maker.
yes, Windows 3D Movie Maker.
It is
It's a trip.
a trip. I guarantee you, if I did the drugs, I guarantee it'd be a lot more entertaining. I mean, it's already entertaining. Like,
Right.
I could go like hell when I play it, but I'd be like, my mind would be blown. Like, oh my god.
It's so weird looking. All the characters look kind of deformed.
Yeah. Because it's like that old, late 90s kind of like 3D art style.
Right. They were like, well, let's do what we can with what we have here. Let's make them look like
Demons.
Demons with tumors all over their bodies.
This is what demons think humans look like. Or
Yes.
something. Or this is what, I don't know.
Windows Movie Maker is as if a demon made a video game about humans without coming to Earth first.
Yeah, they just guessed.
Yeah.
Based
Well,
on.
maybe this person has the lumpiest body.
Yeah, and like the director's just like, what is that?
Right.
Ah, so creepy.
Yeah.
The feel, nightmare feel. So,
And I think Elroy has some of that as well in some places.
yeah, I just not nearly as bad.
Not nearly, but there are some moments that are just like the music is kind of creepy,
Yeah.
and it's just like got a vibe for sure.
Yeah, but Windows Movie Maker made me appreciate the simplicity.
Yeah.
'Cause I think originally I would have been like, it feels rushed, but it wasn't rushed because it was only made by like a couple dudes, wasn't it?
I don't know,
I was
actually.
gonna say, it feels like it was made by only a couple people, but when they did make it, you could tell they loved what they did and was their passion.
Yeah, well, actually, it was founded by Susan Lammers and Walter Yuang, who were married.
Oh.
So they created the company together. Unfortunately, it folded in October 2001.
Oh, bummer.
They had signed a distribution deal with Broderbund, who made a whole bunch of educational games.
Right.
Specifically, oh crap, what did they do? Carmen Sandiego
Oh yeah.
was a Broderbund software game, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Let's see what games Broderbund made. Just
Yeah, just for funsies.
just for funsies.
Yeah, I mean, like, I expected it to be more involved. It feels, Because with most click adventure games, you know, I think of Nancy Drew.
Mm-hmm.
I think of Monkey Island, you know?
Right.
Like it's, you have to go to specific areas, do puzzles to unlock certain items. This is
Mm-hmm.
more of like, there's levels. You know,
Yes.
you the transitions and the movement is
Mm-hmm.
just you going to a different level. Like
Yeah.
there's the warehouse level, and then there's like the underground level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a little bit of puzzles in there. I think it's just a perfect amount. I think they did just great on the puzzles.
Yeah, like it moves pretty quickly. You know, it's a short game.
Yeah.
But when you're a kid and you're trying to solve those puzzles, a lot of times they're too hard.
Right.
Right? Like Izanagi, I never beat because I got to a point where there was this it was a sliding block puzzle of like Carmen Miranda, the fruit
Oh yeah.
lady, just with a deformed face.
Yeah.
They had like photoshopped to look creepy, and I just was like sitting there for hours trying to figure out a sliding block puzzle, and I'm terrible at them. I have no idea how they work.
Yeah.
So that was it for me.
See, that's what I was afraid that was gonna happen because like I
Right.
have so little patience when it comes to dealing with sliding puzzles like
Right,
that,
right,
like
right.
stuff that is you have to do everything completely right and it just gets repetitious and
Right.
I get frustrated really easily. That's
Yeah, it's boring.
probably why I don't play a lot of puzzle games.
Yep.
But yeah, I think they did just right on the puzzle.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
The voice acting was great. I thought it was cute. I was into it. It was done really well.
I liked the person who played the
It's suited
played
the
Sid,
era.
the
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, definitely.
Her like raspy voice was very like '90s cartoon.
Yeah.
Reminded me of like Spinelli from
Yes,
Recess.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
Spinelli.
Yeah, it was good. And Elroy also has kind of a raspy voice, but I don't know. He's more like Ash,
Yeah.
right? They hit something pretty good.
It fit the era.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it was. You could definitely tell. Like you could make someone play this game. Like, okay, guess what time period this is from? Like, oh, it's '90s.
Right. They just got a backwards red cap.
And it suited it very well.
Right.
The aesthetic and the voice, everything worked great.
Yeah.
It didn't feel out of place.
It did feel a bit like a Saturday morning cartoon, because he's got like all of this weird tech. He's got the bug,
Yeah.
Something Noptra,
Yeah.
Hominoptera. No, that's from the Mummy. What is the name of his bug?
I have no idea.
Cleopatra,
Cleobug?
Buganotra,
Bug
Cosa Nostra Pizza Company.
Buganomicon?
Elroy goes
Elroy.
Bugzerk. Well, to go back to Broderbund for a second, they also did things like we said Carmen Sandiego, but like Prince of Persia,
Oh yeah.
Lode Runner. So
They went
Choplifter.
They worked with all THQ, or did they originally have the Prince of Persia license?
Oh, they originally had the license.
Wow.
Yeah, they distributed originally.
Oh, they distributed. I got you.
Yeah, a lot of Broderbund was more like hands off with their games. They would let their developers kind of like do their own thing.
Right.
Oh, they also they did Raid on Bungling Bay. If you're into listening to Jeremy Parrish, he talks about that constantly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bungling Bay.
Bungling. This bay is so bungling. Sorry if you heard a chair squeak.
Insecticon.
It might not pick it up. This microphone's pretty sensitive.
Technoloptera.
Technoloptera.
The Technoloptera.
So you were close. You actually
Yes.
weren't that far off.
There was a opera in there,
was an
Patra.
opera.
So
Peacock.
he actually did not invent it. I just found out in the first game, like they have to catch this robot AI beetle, and then it just hangs out with them for the rest of their life.
So that's why he was in the second game.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
When he hit the pavement. He was
Yeah. When that happened, I was like, "What's happening here?" When I was a kid, I was like, "Why is there some robot bug?"
It does have a big SAT-AM
Yeah.
like feel to it. So.
Yeah, for sure. And they, the dog like talks.
Yeah.
You just talk a little bit about the plot. The whole thing is
Right.
like narrated by the dog. You're introduced to the story
That's true.
by
yeah.
the dog, and he's like, he's talking about like, I thought the humor was good, where they were like, he just starts talking about shit he doesn't like about being a dog. He's like, I don't like Brussels sprouts. My humanoid starts to feed me Brussels sprouts. I don't like those.
Yeah.
Gross. And then he just like gets back to talking about the plot of the movie
Yeah,
or the game.
he was pretty kind of a downer, but I mean like he just was one of those dogs. Because the plot of the game is that I can't, because it's been a while since I played it. It's like there's a bunch of guys out there dog napping people. They're trying to dog nap a specific dog, and they try to mind control them.
Right.
To do to rob a bank or something. I think that's what it was. It was an interesting plot. Again, very 90s. Like, it's super abstract. It's very bizarre.
Right.
It's something you would see in the 90s.
For sure. It's got kind of like a gritty look to it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of like 90s things were just going for like edge, but this one somehow it actually captured the aesthetic that most people were the ideal of the aesthetic, which was weird, gritty, and kind of like looks like it's handmade.
Yeah, kind of goofy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And it was, the length I thought was great. Like, it didn't last very long. It lasted just as long as it needed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could see myself, like, if I went into Hastings or whatever and I saw Elroy Hits the Pavement on there from, like, let's say back in the 90s, it would have been like, what, $8, $9 maybe?
Yeah, it would have been like a budget game for sure.
It would have been like a $10 game or whatever. I brought home and played it. I was like, this is great. I'd buy more.
I played it in, actually, my first time playing was in school.
Yeah.
My teacher had that and Load Runner, but it was the one with the red guys who were trying to kill you.
Yeah.
I guess that's in every game, huh? But this one was like the Windows 95 version. And yeah, we used to play that in class, and we would all try to solve the puzzles together. So playing with you was kind of like, going back and doing that again. It was really fun.
And another reason I think I never would have went to it, unfortunately. I got scared off by point and clicks.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was a kid, the only point and click I ever played was the one my aunt had. My aunt had 2 games. SimCity 2000, which I played on the on her Mac, iMac or something, and she had Myst. That was my first point and click, and that put me off.
Yeah, that was one of my first as well.
Pissed me off.
When
Myst pissed.
my first computer was a Mac, but after that, once my parents gave that away to a college student, I think they sold it to her, but whatever, it was fine. I loved it. I loved that computer. But my dad got a Gateway 2000 for his job at the time, and it came with Myst, and it also came with Muppet Treasure Island.
Oh.
So Muppet Treasure Island has its own point and click adventure that I think we should definitely play.
Oh yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, Myst, I can't jive with this. I can't figure it out. So I had the other one to go to and sort of be like, see, point and clicks are okay. They're fun.
Yeah.
And it made me want to play more of them, I think.
Yeah.
Whereas if Myst is your first experience,
yeah,
it's just going to make you like,
that
nah, I'm good.
That's like that episode of Nostalgia Goggles we did.
We just couldn't figure anything out.
Spaceship. It was nostalgic, yeah. It was great being back on that weird island. But at the same time, like,
right.
We couldn't get anywhere.
Yeah, it was a very, very confusing game. But Elroy Hits the Pavement does not have that problem.
Right? It's very simple.
So
great.
This is a weird side tangent. But on PBS Kids, back in the day, around 1999, why was I watching PBS Kids in 1999? I don't know. How old was I? I was like 10, 11. Yeah, that's fine. That works.
I watched PBS Kids until I was in high school.
Right.
We didn't have satellite. That was the only thing we watched.
Right.
Simpsons didn't come on until 6, so.
Do you remember Hugo Takes a Detour? No. Hugo Takes a Detour. That's where I'm getting to Elroy Hits the Pavement. That's not. Yeah, it's Hugo Takes a Detour.
Oh, there you go.
It was like one of those like interstitial things that they would do during commercials.
Oh yeah.
And that was made by Headbone Interactive.
Oh,
it has the
cool.
same animation style. And when I was a kid, I remember seeing it and being like, I wonder if the Hugo, if these people made the Elroy Hits the Pavement thing. Can confirm.
They did.
They did it. They made it in 1999, and then they shut down in 2001.
Yeah.
So Hugo Takes a Detour may have been the nail in the coffin.
Headbone ended up taking a detour to Shutdown Town. So yeah.
Headbone Interactive became Deadbone.
Deadbone. The bones fell apart.
That's a knee slap right there.
That's a knee slap. Yeah,
I'm gonna give one knee slap.
That makes me. That tickles the old head bone.
Oh! What do you think about the? What do you think about the villains of the game? Like when you get to like the end game, and you're getting some of the more complicated puzzles. How do you feel about that?
That was good.
Yeah.
I think it suited the theme. They were very comical and goofy, and they weren't. It's one of those like you can't take them seriously.
Right.
The whole plot is goofy.
Yeah, you end up, there's a bunch of gangsters basically. They're like New York gangsters, but they're trafficking gum that makes you smart.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and then the guy like who sounds kind of like Kevin Spacey is like, oh, I can't. It's stuck in my head because I lost that challenge, the final like challenge where he's like, he gives you a little riddle and you know you have to pick the right one, the right person, one of his henchmen, and he's like, it's like only one. There is only one among them, like something like that. Yeah. To solve this riddle, you've got only one guess.
Yeah.
If you get it wrong, oh no, what a mess. It's burned into my skull.
Yeah. I remember because like I won't spoil the warning for those listening. If you want to play over the payments, you want the ending spoiled.
Yeah.
Again, if you don't want the ending spoiled, go play it. So the very ending, I like the ending. Like I expected. From what I expected like the bad guy to lose.
Right.
Maybe get turned into a dog or something goofy.
Something.
But like he turned the henchman against him.
Right.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
They did that thing where it's like the kids can solve their problems with their smarts instead of their fists.
That's right.
You know.
The best battle is the best
one
victory is the battle not fought.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan.
Yep. Well, I liked the ending as well.
Oh, cool! Jackie Chan.
I liked the song at the end. I was a little sad because the version we were playing was cutting off all of the sound files.
Yeah.
Right? So you wouldn't hear like an entire line. You just kind of have to like guess from context what they were saying. And there's like this like scatting song they do at the end that's like it's like the whole thing. And it's like that's another thing. That's like sometimes I'm just like humming that in my brain.
Yeah.
For some reason it just like really imprinted on me. But yeah, you didn't get to hear it because it just like went through the credits at fucking light speed.
Yeah.
No. Oh, good old Elroy.
Yeah, that's too bad. I bet you I would probably would. The music was also about that kind of like a couple guys who really liked, what they were doing made this.
Right.
It didn't feel like printed on paper. You know what I mean?
They're kind of like they're sort of like a power game development couple, like Sierra.
Yeah.
Right? Because that was a husband and a wife who started that as well, and they each made their own, games.
Yeah.
Roberta Williams and her husband. I don't know his name. But yeah. I love that, storyline from the 90s of the couple who, starts a game studio and just makes, things that they're passionate about. And I feel like it's sort of coming back now because game development software is so cheap. And there's like a billion indie studios, and I love it. I want more.
Yeah.
More indie studios every day.
Yes. Until
they drown out the AAA studios entirely.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Someday we'll own the market. Third party will own the market, and we won't be controlled by what people that have never played video games think people like to see.
Right. Listen, we don't need another Spider-Man game.
Yeah, we don't need another...
We don't need another Arkham game with a new skin.
Yeah. Jesus, that's so right. Someone was, they weren't showing me this, but I was watching a video with clips from the different Arkham games, and I was like...
Are they different?
Which game's which?
Yeah.
They didn't label it, so I was like, wait. They all look the fucking same.
Yeah. And then, that pattern has been copied a billion times, right? Shadow of War is just... It's an Arkham game.
Yeah.
And it's set in the most boring... visually disinteresting location in the entire world of Middle-earth. They were like, let's go to Mordor, where it's all gray. Great. You have a
Shadow of Mordor.
You have this insane processing power now of the future. You're making a Lord of the Rings game, and you set it in a burnt-out hellscape. Everything looks the same.
Right?
It's not interesting.
Yeah.
It's I really do enjoy these smaller studio things, and I think that you hit the nail on the head there. That this game has that feeling. People who are passionate about it. It's scrappy. It has its own personality, and I just it just makes me happy. It puts a smile on my face every time.
You can't play that game and be like,
angry.
Or you can't get frustrated at it either.
Yeah.
Notice, like, when we play some games, you get frustrated, but, like, when we got stuck, we're like, we're just going to try it again. Like, we weren't put off by it.
It incentivized you to try again because, like, well, some of it was a little annoying where you had to go back again and again. And I think if that were fixed, if when you failed a puzzle, you could just kind of, like, go back to the beginning of that scene.
Yeah, no, but I wouldn't do that in, like, Arkham.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if it set you back, like, 10 minutes, I'm like, I don't want to do that again because speeding up people was...
It's the same
it takes
thing.
forever, where in this game, you're up there, you're back where you were in, like, 2 minutes.
Right.
Because you learned, But with it, it's like chance.
Right.
Like something could go wrong. Like
Yeah.
In a AAA game,
Yep.
Another franchise that I wish would die.
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And so like I played the first one a little bit, but I was like, hey, this is pretty interesting, but I'm so sick of it.
I played Assassin's Creed 2.
Sick.
And I played a good chunk of it. I got really bored.
Probably.
And I just couldn't bring myself to keep playing.
It's kind of like Red Dead. Like, it's superly visually interesting and has a really good plot line. It's just like the first one. It's just slow. And it's
so, yeah.
A lot of...
And the gameplay itself isn't fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trailing missions.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
Anyway.
My brother says Valhalla is pretty good.
Yeah?
But I think that one is more focused on, like, combat.
I hope so.
But I tried to play it on my PS4 and it just wouldn't do it. Like, it crashed every time.
Oh, you have a PS5?
I have a PS5 now, yeah, and I got the upgrade, bro!
Hell yeah!
So I'm gonna go play Assassin's Creed!
Yeah,
Maybe.
You have to tell me how it is. If it's anything like the other Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah. I don't think it is. I think there's not a lot of stealth. Or if there is stealth, it's like... Because you're just a Viking dude.
Yeah.
You got axes and stuff.
You're
old Viking dudes.
If there's like, but you have like escort mission or whatever.
Yeah, I can't stand escort missions anymore.
Thing, I don't know. It needs to change.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Elrond Hits the Pavement, great game. Really wish I played it when I was younger. In the nostalgia goggles-esque format. Would you say it stood up to what you remember?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, like, it's a kid's game, and I'm not going to go play it every day.
Yeah.
But as an experience, as, like, an afternoon.
Yeah.
And especially as, like, a hobby project. Now that I think about it, I don't think we did play it online. And that's why the audio problems were happening.
Probably.
It's because it was installed, like, on a faster virtual machine.
Probably.
Playing it as a hobby project of like I'm gonna get a virtual machine of Windows 95. I'm gonna get the whole vibe going, and I'm gonna play this like old game for 3 hours. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And I need that all the time. I like experiences that are contained and smaller, because sometimes like starting a new series that's super long can just be too much.
Yeah.
Right? Or like it's intimidating to like come up to something like Horizon Zero Dawn. Especially when, if I'm in a time in my life where I don't have, I can't just sit down and spend an hour doing 2 missions, right? It takes so long, and like if I get interrupted, like it screws up the whole flow, and they're so involved. They require for as little as like Horizon, the new Horizon game's pretty good, but for a lot of these games, they're so involved. There's so little payoff for what you put into it.
Right.
And they require all of this like massive attention to the point where now I see it, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to play Sonic Mania again for the 50th time.
That instant gratification, or
right.
You could do a couple levels and you'd just be satisfied.
Yeah, like Nakey Jakey says, my goopy goblin gamer brain.
Oh, yeah.
My goopy goblin
Goblin gamer brain.
Say that 5 times fast. Goopy goblin gamer brain. Goopy goblin. I can't do it. I can't do it, Kyle.
Goopy gobby, goopy gob.
Goopy gobby gaboo.
My son just says that all the time.
Goopy gobby.
He just makes up words.
Gabagool.
He's in the mode where he's learning words, just making up shit.
That's fun.
Part of him. But yeah.
Yeah, my goopy goblin gamer brain wants instant gratification. I want to start the console and be playing a game in like a minute. And I want the moment to moment to feel like fun and satisfying.
Yeah.
And just walking around a world and then having to like take so long to like just get from place to place. Right? Same reason I hate Red Dead. I tried it again recently. I just can't stand it.
Yeah.
I can't do it, man.
I like It's kind of like the new God of War game. Like, I like the story. They really gone whole hog into the story. Just from what I've seen, it's all story.
Right.
Like how's the action?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I only see story.
Yeah, I only see I only see videos of the new God of War games that look like
They're incredible.
the only things I ever see, right?
Yeah.
Are the boring parts of like Uncharted games.
Right.
Right, where it's like you're walking through a thing and you're moving a log so your kid can get under it and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's why show that.
That is weird. Yeah. When
Yeah.
you think back to like the original trailers,
Right.
it was mostly story and like interaction,
Yeah.
less combat. Like there was some in it.
And not that every game needs to be focused on combat, but
yeah, that's fine.
you got to make something satisfying for people to
The
play.
title of the game is God of War.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have combat.
Right.
Kind of
The
the
series
thing.
is based on
It's like they're like, oh, fucking Last of Us is real. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that with God of War.
And Last of Us has good combat.
Yeah.
Right? And
But-
they show that in the trailers in addition to the story.
Yeah,
they
but
show the action-y
They
parts.
really push the story
Yeah.
over story over action.
I can't remember like what the fights look like.
Yeah.
And then, Uncharted
And
does
that's-
it well because they show you the parts that are like an action movie where you're this huge set piece.
Yeah.
Like flying off the back of a plane. Like
Yeah.
that's what you gotta show, man.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
It's like an action movie.
It's great.
It feels like an action movie. And that's great for like
Yeah.
Last of Us to have like you have that memorable story, but you don't remember the action scenes.
Right.
But Last of Us is great because it makes sense for the Last of Us. I just feel like
Right.
if they did that with God of War, it'd be like,
That's a weird choice.
that's weird because
Yeah.
it's God of War. They're supposed to be fighting.
Right.
God of War.
No, this is God of War after he got a
It's
little
like-
skinnier and sad.
It's like Bayonetta. If they're just like, okay, Bayonetta is now, it's going to be action-packed,
Right.
quick action sequences with the story about how her hair got short.
Right.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
something bizarre.
I
Platinum
think too,
Games
like,
makes a point and click. It makes no sense.
where they took it and they took a game that is pretty wacky, right? Like a concept that's pretty wild. I mean, it's not out there, right? It's a Greek,
Yeah.
God story,
Yeah.
and it's a person like fighting against the gods. Tale as old as time, but the way they do it is so over the top in the originals,
Yeah.
right? It's like big and it's loud and it's not serious. It doesn't take itself so seriously.
Well, yeah.
And then they decided to make a game where they take it deadly serious. This really silly concept.
Yeah.
They're just like, and then it's always like the dark, gritty remake
Yeah.
of the thing you loved.
I think.
Remember Sonic the Hedgehog? Now he has a drug addiction.
Well, yeah. This crippling addiction to
Remember
PCP.
Mario?
Oh, that's Tails.
He hits Peach.
The slap.
A slap.
The slapper. The slapper. What? And then Luigi and Bowser are like, what the fuck? You slapped her.
Right?
Anyway.
Yeah, it seems to me to misunderstand what people liked about God of War
Yeah.
in the first place.
Then again, I mean,
Not that I'm a huge God of War fan. I don't
I've
really care.
never played the new one, so I could be talking out my ass. But still, it just feels from what I've seen that every AAA game is going towards more of the into the like in-depth RPG like story. Like,
Well, it's not even an RPG story because you don't have any customization.
right.
You
Well,
know?
it's just
It's like having.
like an adventure story.
Yeah,
it's just, It's they're going the Last of Us route where I was like, oh yeah, let's all do that now.
Everything's a roller coaster.
Because right now, I believe the era in games that we're in, I know we're way off the Elroy's now.
Right. Well, that's
It's
fine.
fine.
This is season. This is the other part of the
We'll
episode.
do a longer episode since we haven't had one for a while. But
Yeah.
it seems right now where they're going now is open world
Mm-hmm.
and really like closed, like heavy stories. Like
Right.
seems
You have
like-
open world where there's nothing in it,
Yeah.
and then you have story games that are
Not supposed to.
they're built like roller coasters.
Yeah.
Right. They're built like roller coasters, and I love a roller. This is the thing I talk about with Sonic, right?
Yeah.
It's roller coaster versus skate park design, right? I like Sonic games to feel like skate park design.
Right.
I want a bunch of things to play around on with the speed. So something like God of War, right?
Yeah.
It's a roller coaster game, but the roller coaster's fucking slow.
Like there's
If
no
you're going to
loops.
build a roller coaster, why make it the most boring shit?
Yeah.
Like, what?
The roller coaster goes up and then it goes down and up and like the
It's
scenery. The scenery's really pretty though. They
Yeah.
did a great job on the scenery.
It's pretty, but it's just like, I don't want to take a tour.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be locked into something that's, if I have to be sitting in a seat and I'm locked to that seat, I want it to be thrilling.
Yeah.
I want it to be exciting and fun. I want there to be big set pieces.
Yeah.
And I want at least that first experience to feel fresh.
Right.
Nobody wants to ride a roller coaster that's going 2 miles per hour.
Right.
It's just boring at a certain point, and then you're like, okay, well, how do I get to the next part?
Just Grandma Jellybean, she likes her slow coasters. About it.
Yeah.
Grandma Jellybean.
God.
Anyway, but yeah, no.
Grandma Jellybean.
At least we've kind of gone past the Battle Royale phase.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Now they're doing Smash games. There's going to be a billion new Smash
You
games.
think so? Like, Smash is kind of coming, like, Nintendo's like, okay.
That's
Because
true.
Ultimate, they shelved it. They're not making more DLC for
Right.
it. I don't even know if they're going to make another Ultimate. I think.
No, I mean Smash inspired.
Yeah, Smash
Like
inspired.
multiverses.
Multiverse came out, and then there's the Nintendo one.
There's Battle
Nintendo?
Brawlers. Not Nintendo.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, yeah. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl?
Something
No,
like
All-Star
that.
Brawl is
PlayStation.
PlayStation. I just want to add All-Star Brawl to everything.
Yeah.
Nintendo All-Star Brawl.
It's a brawl game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad the PUBG like open battlefield formula kind of died off, which is weird because it was around way before that.
It was the biggest goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it somehow got big with PUBG. Like there was
Right. And
Planet
then
Side, I think, did it.
Fortnite.
Warzone was another one.
Made it bigger.
Before Fortnite took off with the younger generation.
Yeah.
And corrupted them. And
Honestly, it looks kind of fun. I just don't care about multiplayer games.
I don't either.
Like, I like co-op multiplayer, but I'm done competing.
Yeah.
Like, I had my moment in the sun in Destiny.
Yeah, I think Destiny I could tolerate because
Yeah.
it's smaller maps. I like
Yes,
battles.
and they're-
I like the
I feel like the Destiny battles reminded me of, like, the old game modes of, like, a Jedi Academy,
yeah.
where you're all just in there, like, you're, like, it's either capture the flag, right? You have, like, a simple goal, and it doesn't last too long.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Quake
Right.
and
A lot of quick action and fun.
Tribes, and it's smaller map. Like
Yeah.
it's great to have bigger maps, but
I love a small multiplayer map, man.
PUBG pisses me off because you can spend 30 minutes
Right.
like going to where you're trying to go, and then someone just snipes you from across the map.
Right.
It's just
Like, a small multiplayer
fun.
map, like, gives you the ability to memorize all the spots,
Yeah.
right? You start naming things,
You
and,
can
like,
strategize somewhat
Yeah.
on the map, and
yeah, you get to know it so well that you start to realize, like, where's, in any situation, you start to realize where you're supposed to be,
yeah.
and it's just, it was so much fun.
I have a lot more memories with like Halo than I'll ever have with like PUBG. So,
Right.
although I do have videos on YouTube, like the second video or the first video I posted on YouTube of PUBG I won.
Oh, really?
So-
I think I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was with my brother.
The
and one of his
PUBG
friends,
days, man.
and back in the Pub Goes right after it came out.
Right.
But
Oh, man. Well, I think we've probably reached the end of this
Yeah.
reset, my friend.
we reset it. It's time to reset
Yeah.
and play. So,
What are we gonna play next?
so let's see. Do we want to continue to do the nostalgia goggles like sort of format where I pick a game now? Should we play it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Geez.
It can also be something we both played and we just want to experience together.
I want
But,
you to
you know,
experience.
your
So
turn.
I have racing games on mine. So
Yeah.
like, I want you. Have you ever played Penny Racers?
Yeah. I played Mini Racers with you.
What about?
That's a great game.
What about? You ever played Lego Racers 2?
There's a Lego Racers 2.
Yeah.
Dude, what if we did like a combo, like nostalgic racing games, like off-brand Mario Kart Day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could do Penny Racers.
Yeah.
We can do. It's not it's not a kart racer, I guess, but like Penny Racers, Lego Racers 2.
There's Gadget Racers, Micro Machines V4.
Right.
I have
Well,
all
we'll
kinds
do an
of
assortment. What do you think?
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
Or you could try playing Rise of the Black Dog. I forgot what that.
What's that?
Warzone. That's a very obscure N64 game.
Okay.
It's a tank, like a tank sim, floating tank sim, where you run and shoot things.
Mhm.
But you also have a base building mechanic. It's
Right.
very bizarre.
Dope.
Never played a game like it before. But yeah, no, we could next episode we'll just do like we'll pick like 3 racing games that we'll do on stream and we'll talk about them.
Sounds
We can
good.
talk about more. Fucking who cares? We'll pick 3 and we'll do it. I know Lego Racers 2 will be on there
Mhm.
and Penny Racers.
Nice.
So
Dope.
okay.
I love Lego Racers, man.
out. Lego, I think you'll like Lego Racers too. It's a bit more open world.
The first one, I think, had the problem of only one power up being useful.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Right, you're just going for the
max
warps.
turbo.
Yeah.
That's all we do. Max
Got
turbo.
it. But it was so fun when you would
Yeah.
get that fourth one and just go. We should save it. We're gonna talk about it next time.
Yeah, we will. Anyways,
Right.
thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to listen to Interactive Fiction.
Yep,
And
check it out.
social medias.
InteractiveFic.com.
Join us at the stream. We're getting ready to open some cards.
Yep.
So if you're on stream now,
Twitch.tv/Retro Reset Pod.
you're lucky because you get to see us open cards.
I would just name us Retro Reset, but somebody already did that.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll change our name someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll find one that's not pod in it. Because we're doing all sorts of things now. You know?
Yeah.
All right.
Retro Fiction.
Retro Fiction.
Reset.
B.
Interactive. Retro Interactive.
Retro.
Retro Interactive.
Yeah, Retro
Retro
Interactive.
/Interactive. Hey,
Yeah.
don't steal it, you fuckers.
That's actually a pretty good name.
Yeah.
Retro Interactive.
Retro /Interactive.
Well, yeah, we would say it out loud as Retro Interactive.
Yeah.
But
The moniker.
the visual is the
I like it.
the slash.
I like it. I think we're wavelengthing right
Dude,
now.
this is
I'm
so good.
seeing it. Maybe instead of
Yeah.
a dash, it's like a lightning bolt. And on one side it's a control, on the other side it's a book or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
Love it. All right. We're vibing.
We're vibing.
See you next time on Retro Reset.
I love you. Okay. That was beautiful, man. You want to do some card openings?
Let's do it.
Okay. Hi, everybody on stream.
Hello.
Neglected. There's no one on there, but still. There could be.
That's
I don't
fine.
know.
Yeah, somebody might be watching.
I might be watching.
We're recording this mostly for YouTube.
Yeah, we're not even. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm recording the stream. We got that whole thing on tape, man.
All right. So, like, everything that went wrong, technical difficulties,
Yeah.
and me screaming about something obscene, glad it's on there.
Well, not all of that. We
Okay.
started recording later than that, I think.
Okay. I hope so.
Dude, so I shouldn't.
So-
I just got the thing in the mail was the tax man.
Tax man.
Yeah, they're sending like an official notice because we haven't paid all of like Sam's taxes for the year. I'm paying it like $25 at a time. You know, just
Yeah, the IRS.
every month.
Don't give a fuck. They're gonna come at you with a barbed wire dick.
This is Oklahoma Tax Commission.
Yeah. Also.
For federal taxes, didn't have any.
Oh, Oklahoma doesn't get like Oklahoma federal doesn't get shit. It's Oklahoma. They're boners for black people. It
Yeah,
also
but
kind of frustrates me.
when it goes to collections, we can still pay them. So I'm just gonna keep paying it 25 at a time. You can suck my dick.
Yeah, it'll hurt your credit a little bit. But
Yeah.
fuck it.
I mean, it's all we already have. Like last year's, we're still trying to pay. We didn't know that. Like, it's just the whole thing.
Yeah.
But,
Property taxes are gonna burn you.
oh, we paid that in escrow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I was
It's part-
like,
it's
I
part of
thought
our
I
rent.
just don't want to lose escrow after I pay my house. Can I just keep the escrow? I mean, I guess you could just save the extra money. So, anyways, enough talk about a home ownership. Hey guys, check it out. I got a Flareon 10. See?
I got.
It's Flareon! Keep my bay. So,
I've got this wonderful
I know we don't have a card opening camera right now.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The Legendary Duelist set.
We are in our, we're in podcast mode. So, for those of you that are just like, I really want to see what the cards are. Sorry.
I think my idea for next time is we turn this horizontal, and then we put an extra arm with one of the
I
webcams
think
above.
If we share the same side, and then we
Yeah.
have one here, and then we have the mics here and here.
Yes.
But again, this is we're workshopping.
Yeah.
This is Alpha version 1.
Yes.
The next will be Badger. The next one will be Alpha version 1.1. We'll just keep working at it. Here's the Flareon. You guys can't see it, but she's gorgeous. I got the single strike Flareon V. Oh, I love Flareon, dude. I love Flareon.
Dude, I fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
They smell amazing too, right?
Yeah, Harpy's. I got Harpy's Pet Dragon, Fearsome Fire Blast. It's like an upgraded version of my my Valentine's card.
They're so cool. I love the
Dope.
looks. I love the look of these cards.
If you, I swear to God, if you get the app, I will play with you. We can play each other.
Hell yeah.
I built like a couple decks now, so I can help you out. I have a really like good one that was competitive like 3-4 months ago,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
it probably isn't anymore.
The meta's changed.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
God damn, these packs are fucking
Some
chonkos.
Chonkos.
These are two 18-card boosters.
I got 10.
Nice.
Yeah, but I also have 4. So.
Yeah, so you have 40 cards to open.
Right.
And I have
36.
36.
So you're 4 short. You can have this.
Oh, thanks, man. I barely get on here anymore, but
Well, that's good to have them.
yeah,
You know.
I like it. We still need to play some Yugs, man.
For sure.
Like, physically. I guess we could probably stream a game, though.
Once
if
we
we
get
want to.
the,
It'd be
you know,
fun.
once we get this situation set up to where we can kind of multitask it.
Yeah.
Again, I think eventually I want to, when we have like a more permanent space,
Uh-huh.
design like a podcasting like table.
Yeah,
It's
I think that would be awesome. For sure.
Anyway, so since you want to go first, you want me to go first?
You go ahead.
Okay.
I opened one already, but there's a lot in there
Okay. So
at once.
unfortunately, we're not close enough to kind of show them off to everybody. I'll just kind of tell you what it is. If it's really cool, I'll come up to the camera. But a lot of these are probably going to be pretty generic.
Yeah.
So I apologize. I apologize.
This is the Fusion Strike
This
expansion.
is Fusion Strike. That one's Sword and Shield Fusion Strike as well. And I think this one's Chilling Rain, and this one's just Sword and Shield.
I think that when we have our arcade, our shop needs to have like not just like junk. We need to have like cards, Pokemon cards, you know, like nerd shit, hobby
Yeah.
shit. And I think people will connect with that.
I hope so.
And it's not like Game Exchange because we're not selling games.
Yeah.
People come to play them, and then the shit they buy will make sense. Whereas at Game Exchange, their whole business model doesn't make sense.
No, sir. I like to sell games, but I like to sell like just a small amount.
Right.
Like maybe repros that I do, or like
That would be cool. Yeah.
as soon as I get a set that's good at the time. Totodile, good one. Phantom, which kind of sounds like fat dump, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it looks like a fat dump. The Snorlax. I got a Snorm, looks like you know,
Snormax. Snom.
Snom. Snom, you're right. It's fine and nice. He's looking for it. He's like, I'm gonna die, dude. I need ice. I got a Dreepy.
Dreepy?
Yeah, he's really Dreepy. He looks like a. He looks like.
A Muppet.
Kind of, yeah. He looks like Kermit the Frog on speed. And I got a reverse hollow Dunsparce. You jealous?
Oh my god.
You should be.
That's gotta go in your deck.
That's going in my deck. And then I got a Greedent VMAX.
Oh shit, you got a good one. That's a great pull.
I guess so. I think I have it already.
You have a green VMAX?
I think, I don't know.
Look
But
this up.
he's a big old squirrel. He's very greedy.
The Greedent VMAX full art.
See, you can see it right there. You know, sure you can.
That is it's worth $2.50.
Ooh. I'm not trying to make money.
I know. I just like to look up the values of the cool cards I find.
I got Adventures Discovery, a schoolgirl, so, you know, if that's what you're into. And then I have Luxio.
I hope not.
You know,
That's a
you can be into schoolgirls.
that is a child.
Legal-aged,
Yeah.
college-aged women.
Right.
Girls.
Who dress in outfits that haven't been used since the 40s.
You can go to Japan, they have all kinds of schoolgirls.
That's true.
There are schools now that started doing
I just mean the picture. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty
traditional.
pretty
Oh yeah, fresh with the sniff.
do the sniff, bro.
It's the adhesive, cardboard. It makes me wanna come. Wave your hands up and go. Throw your hands up and.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do 9 at a time.
Okay.
Just so I can keep, since you have 4, that'll split mine into even 4s.
Okay.
So I got the Perform Pal Popper Up, which is like some a kitty, a snake, and a hippo.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing there.
So it's a pop up. You know, in a pop up shop. They're all together and
Yep.
they're just doing a pop up.
Earthbound Immortal Pack Apu.
Jesus.
Kind of fun. Evil Hero Malicious Fiend.
Well, he's both. He's the evil hero and malicious. That's like everything.
All the names in Yu-Gi-Oh are like way too long. I love it. Predaponics. Puppet Parade. Predapractice. A lot of like plant cards. Supreme King's Castle, that one's dope. Offerings for the Immortals. Satellite Synchron. Miracle Fusion, which allows you to summon Elemental Hero card, which is like a big one. Magician's Circle. Ooh, this one's cool. This one might be good for like a Dark Magician deck.
Yeah.
And also Dark Magical Circle, which is a fucking like
Hollow.
that's a classic ass card. Dark Magical Circle.
Dark. It's very dark. But it's magical.
Nice.
Magical.
Earthbound Immortal Revival. Oh, I got a Dark Magician Girl. I've never had one.
All right, let's see it.
Check it out,
Oh
dude.
my god, that's good, eh?
Yeah.
It's a hollow.
I've always wanted one of those. I think
She's
like
foxy.
I think she's
She's
so.
pretty bad.
I love her design. She's so
pretty
cute.
bad. I'm gonna show everybody. Okay, we
If
gotta
it
show
wasn't creepy, they're coming out with a model that you can build.
Ooh.
Like it's like a plastic.
very pretty.
It's like a Gunpla, but it's her.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't like if it wouldn't make me seem creepy, I would get it because I love her design. It's like so cute.
I mean, go to a con, man. Like, there are people older than you buying weirder ones.
I know. That's much weirder.
Devin bought one from that girl who, she was in Sword Art.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
I don't know. I haven't seen
I don't
Sword Art
know.
Online. I just went through all of them.
You did.
Alright, go ahead.
That's okay. It's
This is like worth the whole thing is getting this, and then like I could actually start building a Dark Magician deck because that's like 3 Dark Magician cards right there.
Yeah. Do you have a Dark Magician?
Yes, I actually got one from one that I didn't open on stream, but I got one from a Dollar General pack.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was dope.
Oh, he never. I got a Snow Run. This is just a run. Venipede, my pants. Snover, which I think is nope, it's not in ball form. I feel like they would have been related. You can do a deck of just strange snow things. This is just a snow penis.
Love it.
It's just a
I'm
snow.
into it.
It's a snow chode. There's Slowpoke just dipping his tail in the water. There's something crazy about that water though. It's all glowy and shit. Crab roller. Strange. Crabrawler. I got a reverse holographic Celio.
Love it. Loving it. I'm loving it.
And then I got a Urn of Vitality full art.
Ooh, you're getting some full arts, dude. Sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's cool. It's like got like a
Urn.
gold finish.
Yeah. Here, I'll show everybody this one. Oh, it does. That's wicked.
Urn of what?
Vitality. Shuffle up to 2 single strike energy cards from your discard into your deck. That's kind of useless. But it looks cool.
That's a $20 card.
Full art reverse hollow. Jealous. It has like a nice gold leaf kind of texture to it. I like it. It's very
Nice,
pretty.
man. That's sick.
I'm sick. Sorry.
You should do another one before I
Okay.
do my next one.
Got a leaf energy. Got a doctor. Gonna need one. Some sick. I got
Duh.
a fog crystal. Kind of cool. And then I got a Hatrim, which I don't think I've got one of these yet. It's a weird, goofy jelly lady.
Love it.
She reminds me of the boss from Jabba Jabba's belly.
You got a lot of goopy looking guys in your cards.
A lot of looks like, doesn't it look like the jellyfish, the last
totally.
boss in the Jabba Jabba belly fight?
Yep. 100%.
I'll open another one. This one is from this is just Sword and Shield. This isn't the expansions.
Oh.
They're just like, fuck it, throw it in. And I like how they
We're doing
see.
it live.
I wonder if they're just going to start selling just these because people are weighing packs.
Oh,
Notice that?
really?
Like if you open some Pokemon cards, there'll be a weight card in there, just a straight fat card, just to throw the weight off.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were weighing the decks.
Oh,
So
wow.
you know, these full foil hollows weighed more. So they'd weigh the
Right.
decks, and then they say, okay, this one has foil in it, this one doesn't, this one doesn't.
Right.
Minchino, I love Minchino.
You can do the same thing by measuring the width.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to do that one.
It's,
Pretty hard to like
It's-
stop it.
it's scummy, it's stupid, but if you keep it in one of these, they'd have to break into the cellophane.
That's
to do
true.
it, so.
That's true.
But they're $30 a piece.
Oh
So,
boy. Oh boy.
but yeah, no, they started adding like just blank cards on there to throw them off.
Right.
Okay, so Vulpix, good to have a Muna, which looks like a. Oh, this is like a yarn art version. From a distance, I was like, ew, it looks like a testicle. This looks like it could belong in Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh yeah. I kinda like the textural style at least.
Rosalina, Chootle, Oh, neato. I got a reverse hollow Copperidge. I'm not sure what the fuck it is, but it looks pretty cool.
Copper Raja.
Copper Raja. Yeah, of course it'd be like King Anthony because it's an elephant. And then there's Boltund hollow.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I like him.
Yeah.
I like the vertical lines in the holographic too.
Yeah, I like the different like textures.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
speaking of Pokemon cards, McDonald's has started doing Pokemon cards again.
Mm-hmm.
And my son went and got one. I took his cards because like, he doesn't know what to do with them. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
play with them already. It's been 2 minutes. I got a holographic Growlithe
Oh, sick.
from the McDonald's set. And I was like, this is really honestly the only card I want. So
It's pretty dope.
Bede, spelled B-E-D-E. Bidet. This guy's name is Bidet. You can use it to
Bidet.
clean off your tank.
Wow.
After you've taken a shit. Energy switch and a Bisharp. Ooh, I bet you this Bisharp. Sorry. Anyways, that's that. Okay, so I got one pack left. You got a pack left.
Yep.
So, hey, I got some cool cards in here so far. I got one more. It's going to be a Fusion Strike sort of shield.
Alright. I'm going to open up.
This
we
mic's
can
not
end on yours.
Okay.
Yeah. I keep like putting my face in like I'm saying something.
I
and,
know,
like,
it's
it's hard not to do.
It's weirdly like a good habit to get into.
Yeah.
We podcast, so.
Alright. We got a Dark Fusion card for Fiend monsters. I never understood like the special fusion cards because you could just use regular fusion.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe it's cost less to use. I don't know.
Maybe. Earthbound Immortal Kakarapua. Another Evil Hero Malicious Fiend.
Cacao.
Spirit Message A. Another Earthbound Immortal
That's a straight up A.
Kakarapua.
Dog.
Sangan.
Sagan.
That's an old card.
Yeah, he's hollow, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
That's sort of like getting a hollow, like, you know, like a hollow Bidoof.
Yeah.
Satellite Synchron, Spirit Message in, Revival of the Immortals, Necroface. Ooh, that one's creepy.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's just a baby.
Ooh, this is cool. Evil Hero Infernal Prodigy. Prodigy.
Prodigy. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty dope. Earthbound Immortal Kisulu. Ah, yes, more from my Dark Magician deck. This is a great card. Magician's Souls.
Oh, there you go.
Yay. I'm so excited. I think I'm going to build a Dark Magician deck. Oracle of the Sun, Generation Next, Zoma the Spirit, and Gimmick Puppet Bisque Doll.
Okay.
So that's fun.
Bisque. It's
Bisque.
a hearty tomato bisque doll.
I've got a hearty tomato bisque for you right now.
It's hearty. It's a tomato bisque.
It's hearty and it's a tomato bisque.
Biscuit. Biscuit.
Bisky.
Okay. I'll try to open it. Sorry guys, we can't ASMR for this. Okay. Take a whiff.
It's good.
I should put that in a candle.
Oh, totally.
Okay. First card up, Caterpie. My Caterpie on my leg. Silver has a couple digger paws. Fracture has a powerful jaw. Shinx. Bunnery, Rapid Strike. Got a Rapid Strike Basculin. Comes in red and blue. I got a Reverse Hollow Sigilith. They're going Egyptian on me. And I got a Golem. Oh, wow. It's
Hey,
a
Golem.
I don't think I've got the Golem yet.
Uh-oh.
Where's it gravel I'm missing? I'm landing on my legs somehow. And then I got another Fighter Energy, Skater Park, and a whatever the hell that is. A Togedemaru. What is that? It's like a mixture of Togepi and Marl. Look at that weird thing.
Weird.
Not sure what that's about. Let's all roll out. This attack does 20 damage for each of your benched Pokemon that have the Let's Roll Out attack.
You'd have to build a deck around that for sure.
Weird. And a Quick Ball. Quick Ball! That's all, folks. And my Flareon, of course. Pretty proud of this one. I like me some Flareon, dude. After these messages.
Right back.
Ow. Alrighty then. That was the card opening.
Yep. Pretty good, guys.
Pretty D.
P-dope, I call it.
P-dope.
Ba-dope.
Badoof. You hear that crunch. Hear that cream. That
cream.
warm it up. Aerate it. That oil. That cream.
Oh, dude, I just found out I have like $190 for the trip more than I thought.
Hey, that's good news, bro.
Sick. I've got like, I did it, I set it up so that I did the budget, and I did the budget for all the things we want to do, and then I tried to save up like 400 more than that. So I have a buffer.
Yeah, because food down there is expensive.
Well, we're not going to be eating out every day.
Yeah.
And I set a per diem of $75 a day.
For both?
What?
That's doable.
No, $75 a day total for both of us.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, one like meal for the both of us is like $75 is like pushing it, unless we're going to like, you know, someplace
If you
really
eat
expensive.
in Disney, it gets expensive.
Well, we're only there for one day.
Oh, you're only there.
We're eating at Disney once, and that
okay.
that one is going to be like $120 because we're eating in the ballroom in the Beauty and the Beast ballroom.
Oh,
I
cool.
reserved a spot for us that night, so we're only eating there once. We're not eating any. We're bringing the food in a backpack for the rest of the day.
Hey, that's smart.
And then I thought, well, that'll be like per diem for 2 days. We'll have groceries back at the place. We're going to be doing like a lot of fresh seafood in the hotel.
Oh yeah.
Because it comes with a full kitchen. So I plan the shit out.
Awesome. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm really like, I feel really proud of it because I've always been bad with money, and this makes me feel like good with money. This makes me feel like I can like provide
Isn't
for
it
my
great?
wife. It's fucking great, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to budget a little bit better.
Oh.
I use Acorns as an excuse, and then I have like a money
Right.
stash at home hidden somewhere.
Right.
I feel like I'm swirling my money,
Yeah.
hiding away.
It's smart. It's smart.
Because
Get a mattress. Put it in.
I'll put it under my house. No, that's Breaking Bad. I don't can do that either.
Okay.
Did you watch Donkey's Better Call Saul video?
Oh, yes, I do.
It's quite in depth.
Quite the fun.
It's quite a funny video.
Quite a funny video, guys.
Okay, now it is time, everyone, to start interactive fiction. So stay tuned, stream guys.
So we're gonna do Solve a Crime, or we're gonna do
I
Encyclopedia
want
Brown?
to do Encyclopedia Brown. We could probably do both.
You want Takes the Cake? Oh, yeah, I guess we could do like a double
Takes the
episode.
Cake is 7 and 1. Where is it?
Yeah, and we don't want to do all of them. You know.
No. I
Maybe we could do like 2 from here and 2 from here for an episode. That might be like 45 minutes to an hour.
There's 47 of them in here.
Okay, perfect.
So what I thought we could do is we could do one from Encyclopedia Brown,
Mm-hmm.
and then we could, because there's ways to solve a crime, right?
Right.
So how about, like, you read me one,
Okay.
and I read you one, and then we
Yeah.
do like a best of 3.
I like that.
Something.
That's good.
To see if we could get it. It might be a shorter one, but I mean, I imagine we'll probably side tangle the card. Encyclopedia Brown takes the cake. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Takes the Cakes on top.
Oh, right there. Right there, Kyle. Okay.
All right.
This is what we're reading today. Read along. Take the cake. Don't take the cake. Fuck you.
Whatever. Take the cake. Don't take the cake. I don't care. Kid. All right. All right. We're recording.
Okay.
Interactive.
Fiction. Anyway, so, hey, everybody in Interactive Fiction Land. It's I,
Yeah.
Kyle, and we're here at the end of time.
We're here at the end of time, man.
Once again,
Always.
quiet is cold.
It's
What?
been a while. It's been a while, I think, for the real world.
Yeah.
For us, it's only been a day.
Yeah, we had to ship in some new equipment, and you know how it is.
Time passes differently in the void.
Amazon Prime doesn't exist out here. We gotta use
Yeah.
we used Internet Explorer to order the stuff, and
Actually, you can only
Yes.
order through Optimus Prime.
we had to send in a check.
You have to ask Optimus Prime to DoorDash
Yeah, and
something
he's
to you.
busy. He's a busy dude. But yeah,
Just make all the most annoying noises right at the top.
that's how it works, dude. Else we get a phone call.
Oh my god.
Everything's gonna
Leave me
happen.
alone.
Anyway, so we got a new setup
Yep.
for Interactive Fiction. We might have talked through this. I don't know which one's gonna come out first, or should we say this?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
who knows? We just recorded Retro Reset though.
Yeah, so
We're back.
We left there. We came back at the end of time.
Yep.
Actually,
Well, yeah. There's stop crossing the streams. Nothing exists outside this show.
oh, that's right. Yeah. The void outside has been a little warm lately. It's actually gotten above 0 Kelvin, so
It's pretty fun.
it's a little warmer than
Yeah.
normal.
You know, and you can kick rocks off the side.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
We've run out of basketballs again. We never got that
Yeah.
fence put up.
But do you know what doesn't happen to the void?
What?
Crimes
That you're aware of.
that I'm aware of. Yeah.
I
And you know, I
is
think
pooping in the end of time corners.
I think today
Is
I
that a
would.
crime?
Not technically.
Okay.
There's no laws here
Because I totally.
because there's no governing body.
I pooped over there in the corner earlier.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So crimes
Don't
pay. Wait,
Oh.
crimes don't pay.
They don't pay.
I'm sorry, I said the wrong thing. Today we've got a couple of great, fun books.
Yeah.
We're gonna sort of take a little bit of a different path today,
Yeah. So.
and we'll be reading Encyclopedia Brown and this random
Yeah,
book called Solve a Crime.
Yeah, we stoked a fire and out popped out in our magic book.
Yep.
These guys. And honestly, okay.
We got Solve a Crime by A.C. Gordon, which was my dog is barking and being a jerk.
You may or may not pick it up though. 'Cause
Oh, it's gonna pick it up.
These mics are sexy.
Stop! It's not even hot out. What's wrong with you? What do you want from me? We're letting him back in.
We're letting the dogs back in.
I swear to God, I hit record and they just decide to like.
Oh, he's doing something.
Oh my God, the worst. It's nice out. You should just chill. Stop being a
You're
weirdo.
gonna knock out your lights out. Is it time for
Everybody.
doggo eating time or?
I don't know. Come on.
I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high because my neighbor next door is smoking meth. Okay, wow. And I said, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
They just want to sleep on the bed.
That's fine. Me too. Who doesn't love a good bed sleep?
Oh, this Yu-Gi-Oh thing came with a die as well.
Oh, cool.
I don't even know who that character is.
It's
Alright, well.
Kermit Durbin.
It's Kervin Durbinson.
It's Kermit Durbinson song.
Kermit Durbinson.
Kermit Durbinson song?
Alright, so I'm back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're
Sorry,
back.
the dogs wanted out from the void. We had
Yeah.
we got some dogs.
Yeah.
Got some dogs in the void.
They just showed up.
Yeah, they just showed up.
Right.
Like, someone just dumped their dogs in the void.
So rude.
So rude.
That happens a lot out here, though.
They're good dogs.
You know? Alright, well,
they take care of the void mice and the void snakes.
the void mice and the void snakes.
Anyways, yeah, so the next one we're going to be reading, other than the Solve Crime, is the, what's it called? Encyclopedia Brown Takes the Cake.
Published in
Random House.
a certain year that I can't find.
Oh my. I apologize.
No year.
I had,
Oh, 1982.
I had a void do.
1982. This one belonged to Donkey.
Oh, Donkey. Holy shit. This might do Donkey's Encyclopedia Brown. I think it's Dunkley.
Dunkley, but still, it's funny.
That's pretty cool. This is a well-loved book, you can tell.
Yeah, somebody read this a lot.
Let's go ahead and do some,
Oh yeah. So if you didn't know, well, first of all, Solve the Crime, it's just random. I have no idea where it came from.
It looks bizarre. So,
Yeah.
describe the front.
So the cover of Solve the Crime has like a spinny lock, like you would find on a padlock, or sorry, like on a combination lock. So like a safe maybe. And then it has a bottle of perfume, it looks like.
Yeah, could be poison. Could
An
be.
eyeball looking through a box I guess this is like these are things in a box a person's looking
And it's
at.
done in the style of like MS Paint with JPEGs on it.
Yeah. Oh, and it's like clip art.
Yeah, clip art.
It's like clip art of these random things and an eyeball looking at them. There's a magnifying glass, standard detective equipment,
crime, yeah.
and a pistol.
Pistol.
Yep.
Revolver.
It's a gun.
It's a gun. So, yeah, very simple. It's got an orange background. It looks
Yep.
like it was mass produced.
47 short mysteries to baffle and delight readers of all ages. You are the detective. I don't want to read the rest.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, so this other one is Encyclopedia Brown takes the cake, and we're also live streaming this. So if you're
If you're not
interested in
subscribed to
watching
our Twitch, then what are you
this, what are
doing?
you doing? You can't subscribe to it yet. So
If you're not following our Twitch,
Follow
I still call everything subscribing.
subscribe, smash that bell icon,
Smash that bell.
lick that like button,
Turn your notifications on.
add it to your favorites,
Put it in your butthole.
add a video response,
Take it through TSA.
give me your credit card information.
Bring it to another country where it's contraband.
Give me your Amazon Prime login information.
Let it become an invasive species that takes over the entire country.
Give me your address. Anyway, so Encyclopedia Brown. We're going to describe the cover. People
Yep.
on the stream can't see it either because we had a better camera, but it's
Yeah.
like a dump. Encyclopedia Brown. So this was called Take the Cake. And it has a young boy with a yellow shirt and an apron, just really eyeballing this milk.
Right.
And meanwhile, there's a girl behind him just like, the hell you doing with that milk, boy? Look at it.
Yeah.
She's like,
I don't think that's
It's-
right.
I would call it like
Skeptical?
inquisitive sass.
Yeah.
Skeptical sass.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways,
Encyclopedia Brown, if you don't know what it is it's from the sort of boom of interactive books that came in the 80s, along
Yeah.
with Pick a Path and Twist a Plot and another one.
redacted.
This one was less of a choose your own path, and this one has like essentially little mysteries, right?
Yeah.
You have to read the story, and then sort of from the clues from the story, you can solve whatever the crime is.
Right.
So they were very popular back in the day, and I think you're going to enjoy it.
Right.
They're a good time.
But so okay, there are a few of this.
Right.
You want to go ahead? You want me to read the back, or you want?
Yeah, you should go ahead.
Okay, so let's put a log on the fire, stoke it up, and then we'll read the back of this book.
Insert
Okay.
sound effects here, Alan.
We never did do like a blank either. For either.
Oh, we didn't. Let's do it now. Microphone while we're getting silence.
Yeah, okay, we're
Alright,
good. That's
good.
fine. Okay. Not only is Encyclopedia Brown a master sleuth, but now he's also a master chef. You can solve mysteries and savor recipes along with Encyclopedia Brown and his friends with this book that contains 7 new mysteries and recipes for 7 delicious parties. What do the 4th of July, a painting that was supposedly painted on July 4th, 1776 in red, white, and blue shortcake have in common? They're all a part of the cake of the 4th of July artist. First, help Encyclopedia Brown decide if the painting is authentic or phony as a $3 bill. Then, make and eat the scrumptious 4th of July picnic. With the 6 other cases in this book, you can challenge your wits and reward your taste buds equally. But you can only win the latest you can only win this latest Encyclopedia Brown book. And then there's a
Right.
there's a quote by Kirkus Reviews.
Ooh, Kirkus Reviews.
Says,
Actually, Kirkus Reviews is respectable.
Yeah, no let up in energy.
Oh, wow, that's short and maybe not to the point at all. What does it mean?
It's an 80s quote.
No let up in energy.
It's-
Kirkus Reviews is pretty respectable. It's where you see a lot of like reviews for new books.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like a standard review system. We used to use it, or we used to be able to like use that for the library, right? I would use Kirkus Reviews to like look through books and find ones that would be good for the collection.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah,
So they're respectable. We got to respectable.
Encyclopedia
Yeah,
Brown
I
is
agree.
like was a big deal at the
Yeah.
time. You know, like everybody knew Encyclopedia Brown. It became a thing like where you would say like, you know, oh, how'd you figure that out? Encyclopedia Brown. You know, kind of
Yeah,
like Einstein.
yeah.
It's a little bit like that.
I guess now if you ever went to a library, you asked for Encyclopedia Brown, like, no, all of our encyclopedias are blue.
Sorry, we don't have Brown.
Uncultured swine.
Do you want to read first?
Yeah, if you want.
Why don't we do this? Maybe the setup, right? You talked about this already,
Yeah.
but we read a story once to each other,
Right.
So one each, and then we do one each from Encyclopedia Brown, one each from Solver Crime.
Okay, let's do that.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll start. Now we have a choice of 7 adventures that we could venture in. This poor thing. Got a 5.0 out of 3. I don't know what that means. Someone wrote it in there.
Oh, weird.
Let's see. So we have the case of the missing garlic bread. Okay. The case of the 4th of July artist.
Mm-hmm.
The case of the oven mitt. The case of the overstuffed pinata. The case of the missing watch goose. The case of the secret recipe. The case of the Chinese restaurant. Pointers for Pablo.
Pointers for Pablo.
I don't know what that is. I don't think that's a choose your own adventure.
Don't say that.
Sorry. I don't think it's a redacted.
You don't think that's one of the stories?
I don't think Pointers from Pablo is a story.
Oh, is it hints for the book? Pointers from Pablo, not pointers for Pablo?
Oh, it's from.
Okay.
Right.
Pointers for Pablo. If you want to write anything down in the back, hey, don't look at the hints, bro.
What?
Don't look at the hints.
I'm not. I'm seeing if this is hints.
Oh.
I don't think this is. Oh, it is. I think it is a. It's its own thing, isn't it? But I can't tell if it. I don't know. We'll look at that later. So.
That's fine.
Which one do you want to do?
The big fatty in me wants to do the garlic bread one because I just like garlic bread, but maybe the 4th of July like painting guy sounds weird.
Yeah, the 4th of July artist.
Yeah. What are the? Let me see real quick.
So there's the oven mitt, overstuffed pinata, missing watch goose, secret recipe, Chinese restaurant.
Secret recipe. Let's do secret
Secret
recipe. Because like that sounds like
But you're looking at it.
espionage.
Speaking of secret recipes, have you ever looked into the background of how KFC started?
No.
Like, it's intense. It's like surprisingly intense. Like
Really?
the backstory of the Colonel.
Tell me about it.
Because like the guy apparently started in a mom and pop like a gas station, right?
Really?
In Hell's Acre.
Hell's Acre.
The place is called Hell's Acre. I'm not sure where, which again sounds like
Hell.
a show.
Yeah.
And apparently the guy was trying to find a recipe, trying to master a recipe that would remain crispy, but cooking fast. He was trying to get a quick chicken recipe. And during this whole time, he was in competition with the other gas stations that were trying to produce food. And apparently it came to the point where they were advertising, and then the competition would go and deface their advertisement.
Wow.
So they retaliated one day. The Colonel showed up with a couple of his friends with guns, and they gunned down each other. He shot the other guys. Like, it came to a turf war over Kentucky Fried Chicken. Like, this is gritty, and it's just like, I guarantee you, if instead of making like a dating sim with KFC dude in it,
Right.
like just tell the actual story
Make
about
a movie.
KFC, because like I would
The
watch
problem,
that shit.
the problem with those things is like in an ideal world, that would be a really sick movie, right?
Yeah.
And maybe someday we can get somebody like doing an unauthorized one, sort of like the story about McDonald's
Yeah.
with Michael Keaton,
Yeah.
right? Where it's like it's showing you like this dude was not good. He was not a good guy, and showing like that complexity. I think that would be really cool, but like if it were like sponsored by KFC,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be jerking off
Well,
KFC.
I know, but
you know
like,
what I mean?
I'm talking about
Yeah.
a third-party, non-biased.
Oh, I would love
But
that.
I
Yeah,
don't
that'd be
see
so
a problem with them like after it releases.
Yeah.
Like, KFC's like, okay, here's like, you know, the Hell's Acre recipe or something like that. Make like a spicy variant and make money off of it. That's fine. 'Cause we're
Oh,
using
yeah, that's
KFC,
cool.
but I don't think KFC should be in charge of it.
No,
Because
yeah,
they would be like, do what they did with Jurassic Park Worlds, or the newest one,
yeah.
where they just said, oh, remember when the movie was good? Here's all the good movie characters. Remember when it was good?
Let's just have them say the things they said in the first movie.
Because we can't think of anything else. But hey,
Because
look,
that's how
they're in the
people
movie.
talk.
They're in the movie. Like, they didn't do that with Ghostbusters Afterlife.
No,
I mean, like, come on, guys.
That one was really good.
Yeah, I heard
And
it's great.
they didn't like do the whole thing where they're like, say the line from the first one. Human beings don't talk like that.
Yeah.
You know, they don't just like randomly be like, remember in 1996 when I said this thing, right?
Ian, freeze!
The rest of the world. Oh, he does one of those.
Yeah.
He does like a chase scene.
Yeah.
Again, with a flare.
Yeah.
They do that whole thing over again, and it's like,
It doesn't work.
that's not necessary. Why though?
Yeah.
Why does he have to do the exact same thing?
Right?
They just make him a character.
Exactly.
Ugh, they're just quote machines now.
That's what they did to Super Troopers, and that's why it burns so hard.
It was bad.
Because they just reproduced the same movie twice.
Super Troopers 2 was not
Because
good.
they were trying to capture nostalgia. It doesn't work with movies.
Yeah.
Because with movies you could just watch the old movie. It's a quick
Right.
hour of nostalgia, where a video game requires you to invest
Right.
time in it, where movies are just like time wasters.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah,
anyway, here
for
we
sure.
are. Here we are. The secret case of the secret.
Secrets. The
recipe.
secret case
I read the first paragraph
of the
it. I was
secret
like,
case. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Buford Twitty was 11 and crazy about potatoes.
Buford Twitty.
Buford Twitty was crazy about potatoes.
Oh, Buford.
He was the only person in the United States who ran a potato museum. Admission was by invitation only.
Oh, the Potato Museum, run by Buford Twitty. All right, cool.
This is the 80s, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. This is so cheap. This is so potatoy. You're invited to the museum tomorrow at noon, he told Sally in Encyclopedia before the regular Friday afternoon touch football game.
Of course.
I'm holding a potato tasting hour to introduce tubers a la Twitty. What's that? Sally asked politely. Tubers a la Twitty is a secret recipe for preparing the world's newest potato, Buford answered.
The world's newest potato.
I can't tell you more now.
What's the world's newest potato? It's like, I just pulled this one out of the ground. It's 3 seconds old, and it's the world's newest potato.
It's a Buford potato.
Or, well, there is a type of potato called a new potato, which
Yeah.
is just a red potato.
Maybe.
Maybe they're just like really red.
Maybe.
These are the newest potatoes.
We'll have to look at the recipe and find out.
All right.
How about a tiny clue? Encyclopedia requests. Not about this recipe, Buford said. I don't want you to form an opinion before you taste it. But I can tell you about the potatoes that I'll use. They're super spuds, he explained.
Oh.
His grandfather, Twitty, who ran a farm in New York, had been trying for years to breed better potato. He finally succeeded. The potatoes are the best, Buford said. Grandpa sent me a bagful to test on the all-important kids' market. So I'm trying them out on you and some of my older friends. Tomorrow is D-Day.
What if he's just having a stroke and he's like,
It's not a good time to start.
tomorrow's D-Day.
Maybe it's not a good day to eat potatoes, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. I'm sure the tubers a la Twitty will be delicious, Sally said breathlessly.
Oh, Sally.
Oh my God, I love you.
I love
I
potatoes.
love you.
You know, I think a man named Buford Twitty is just the right one to
I
just
love Buford Twitty.
really make me come. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, this is a child. I should cut that out.
Yeah, okay.
Whoops.
I was gonna say Buford Twitty can probably lick my titty.
Yeah.
Probably not appropriate.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anyways, it will be a sensational, Buford proclaimed. It will make the name Twitty famous in the field. Look at Bismarck, Melba, Napoleon, Tetrazzini, Carso, and Reuben. They gained undying fame. Why? Because recipes were named after them. I've never heard of any of that. Except
You ever heard of a tetrazzini potato?
I know. I have heard of Reuben. Encyclopedia nodded knowingly.
I don't think tetrazzini is a potato.
I thought it was a type of noodle.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Anyway.
Who knows?
It was the best he could do when Buford got carried away with his favorite subject, potatoes.
Beefy.
Oh, Bufy. Buford started for the door and stopped. I almost forgot, he said. I have another surprise. My dick. My grandpa sent me a big potato with shape of a penis just for you, Sally. This guy with all the autographs for kind of just awful today. Autographs of all. I have a surprise my grandpa sent me on a big potato with the autographs of all the Yankee pitchers. I'll display it to my tasting tomorrow. With that, he departed, walking lightly, as if he were stepping on potato chips. A little before noon Saturday, the detectives presented themselves at Buford's front door. Already there were the other guests: Flo Landis, Darlene Cutler, Sean McCoy, and Farnsworth Grant.
Wow. This book is asking you to remember a lot of names.
Yeah.
Farnsworth Grant.
Come in and look around, he said. I'll need another few minutes with the tuber Lala Twitty. The Potato Museum was in the basement. Of course it is. Strewn all about were potato bags, mashers, sacks, peelers, and even an old plow. There were also jars of Colorado. Beetles.
Wow.
The potato farmer's #1 enemy. In examples of some of the world's thousands of potato varieties.
Can I get a bottle of Colorado? You just give me a bottle of Colorado,
Just a
please.
bottle. A liter. Can I get a liter of Colorado?
You know what's in a bottle? You know what's in a liter of Colorado? It's like 20% just like the smell of weed after it's been smoked a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
And it's some mountain dirt.
Mountain dirt.
Yeah, and
Some fresh spring water.
and some fresh spring water.
And then just general
And-
pollution.
and yeah,
Air pollution.
then a lot of pollution
Just, yeah.
and rich people
And
snowing.
rich people snowing.
Snow that was pissed on by a rich person.
Right. That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
I've cleaned up the kitchen, Buford called down. We'll eat as soon as I can set the table. Let us help, Sally shouted. The guests climbed the stairs and went up the kitchen. It was spotless. Everything had been put away.
Wow.
Good job, Buford. You could clean up stuff.
Good job,
The
Beefy.
end. I'm just kidding. My folks let me use the kitchen, provided it was clean when I returned to Glen City this afternoon, Buford said. Oh, cool.
Dope.
The guests did not understand why he bothered telling them that. That's fine. Did not stand around admiring the cleanliness. Each one found something to do. Darlin got to the silverware. Sean and Farnsworth found glasses filled them with water. Flo got out a bottle of ketchup. Sally fetched the paper napkins. You can take these, Buford said to Encyclopedia, handing him a pair of candlesticks. They'll add to the proper touch of class. When the table was set, Buford put an old record on the phonograph. The scratchy sound of Louis Armstrong's tooting Potato Head Blue.
Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong.
Yeah.
Louis filled
Louise
the dining room.
Armstrong.
In the center of the table was a large bowl sealed across the top with aluminum foil. Behold! Exclaimed Buford. I don't know why I did that. He whipped out the aluminum foil and swept his arm. The bowl.
It's a gun.
Inside the bowl were French fries.
Really?
Buford grinned. What did you expect? Potato pancakes? Rhineland style? Or pommes de terre française? You shouldn't ruin a magnificent potato with fancy cooking? Or you shouldn't ruin a fancy potato with fancy cooking. Or a potato with fancy cooking. The French fries were passed around. Farnsworth reached for the ketchup. Buford howled in pain.
Somebody at school pantsed one of those
You
French fries.
Gotta taste them pure! He cried. The French fries were golden pure. They were the best French fries the guests have ever tasted.
Wow.
Think what a boon to the fast food industry my grandfather's potatoes will be, Potato said, beaming with pleasure. What about the potatoes with the autographs of the New York Yankee pitchers? Asked Farnsworth, who at the heart was a Chicago Cubs fan.
All right.
Coming up, Buford said. He hurried to the basement and brought back a small sack. Carefully, he reached inside and pulled out a potato. It was naked.
Ooh, a naked potato.
There wasn't a single autograph on it. Buford sank weakly into his chair. I've been robbed of my potato skins.
Somebody shaved the potato.
Who knew about the potato's autographs? Sally asked. Only you six, Buford replied dully. Encyclopedia, Sally whispered. Say something. Ask a question. Encyclopedia wondered if Sally thought he was a detective or a magician. Still, he did have one important clue. Was the back door unlocked today? He inquired. Yeah, yes, Buford
Was the
replied.
what? The back door?
Back door unlocked.
Cool.
Yes. The doors were never locked during the day if someone was at home. Then excuse me, Encyclopedia said. He went outside and walked around the house. He stopped on the pier of the kitchen. He stopped to peer into the kitchen. I can't read today.
You're good.
When he returned to the dining room, he spoke to one of the guests. Would you kindly return the potato you stole? He said softly.
Wait, I thought the potato got peeled and it
No.
was ruined forever.
That's what it said, it was naked potato.
Oh, he just pulled out a potato that was not.
Oh, it didn't
It's
have,
just a regular potato.
it sounded like to me like he did.
So the bag had the potato with the autographs on it.
Right.
I thought somebody peeled this potato, and it's like, well, how do we solve this
When
mystery?
he said naked, I expected me to see like pale
Yeah.
potato.
Yeah.
Who's the thief? Turn to page 119 for the solution.
Who's the thief? Do you mind if I grab the book?
Yeah.
So I gotta solve this one. Who's the goddamn thief?
So-
Everybody's like at the
I would
table.
say obviously it's not Frankfurt because he's a Chicago's fan. He doesn't hate Yankees.
That's true. It's true.
Farnsworth or whatever his name is.
Right. Farnsworth Jones. Let's see here. Would you kindly return the potato you stole? Okay, so I feel like the clue's gotta be the French fries were gobbled pure.
Yeah, they're gobbled pure, bro. Straight up police.
Okay.
I like to be gobbled pure too.
Each one found something to do. Darlene got the silverware. Sean and Farnsworth found the glasses and filled them with water.
Ooh, we're missing somebody.
Flo got out a bottle of ketchup and Sally
So
fetched the napkins. So who all's here? Right? We gotta figure out who's here. Flo, Darlene, Sean, and Farnsworth.
what did Darlene do?
Darlene got the silverware.
Okay. I think, you know who did it?
Who?
Encyclopedia.
Do you think Encyclopedia stole it?
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's the only one who's not accounted for.
Right? He just stood there.
Honestly, I think it's gotta be the Cubs fan. I think that's the clue.
You think it's Farnsworth?
Yeah, because I don't see any other clues.
Right?
You know? He stopped to peer in the kitchen. Why did Encyclopedia stop to peer in the kitchen? Was the back door unlocked today? The doors are never locked during the day if someone is at home. Then, excuse me, he went outside, walked around the house, stopped to peer into the kitchen.
So
Huh.
they were all so all the guests were there and they went to the basement
Right.
and then
Right.
they went up to the kitchen.
Oh, so who went down to the basement?
Maybe. Damn Encyclopedia, you got my thinker going.
Okay. Here we go.
Who done it?
So, we got all these people here, right?
Yeah.
Admissions, invitation only. Two Brazella Twitty. Super Spuds. Tomorrow's D-Day. It's gonna be great. Then, he says, I almost forgot, I have another surprise. My grandpa sent me a big potato with autographs of all of the Yankee pitchers. He brought it out of the basement, right?
Right.
So already there, when you got, okay, so it's Saturday, a little before noon, the detectives presented themselves at Buford's front door. So people who were already there were Flo, Darlene, Sean, and Farnsworth.
Right. So they're the last to show up.
So come in and look around. I'll need another few minutes with two Brazella Twitty. The potato museum was in the basement. Even an old plow. Jars of Colorado.
What if he used it for the tubers and didn't realize it or something?
Well, I think there's somebody who actually stole it because at the end it says Encyclopedia finds the person who did it. We'll eat as soon as I set the table. Put away. Man, I don't know. Here.
Let's see. So let's
This
think
one's
about
tough.
this as detectives, guys. So
Yeah.
the one thing I think of is what were each of their tasks
Right.
and who could have slipped away. let's see.
Right.
Where's the Sally shouted the guest climbing the stairs. Sean and Farnsworth found glasses and filled them with water.
Okay.
So two people getting water. Flo had to get out the bottle of ketchup.
Right.
Sally fetched some paper napkins. Darlene got the silverware.
What is the clue?
I think so. Farnsworth is I'm leaning towards Farnsworth, but Sean,
Right.
he just kind of helped out a little bit.
That's true.
What if he slipped in, slipped out, or something like that? I don't know.
What did Sean was just there with the glasses as well?
Yeah, Sean and Farnsworth were the ones that got it. The water.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to say that it is. I'm going to go with Farnsworth as well.
Okay.
We're going to see. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at the. Well, that won't help you if you don't know who's who.
Right.
All right, so 119. So go ahead if you're watching this on YouTube. Go ahead and put your guesses.
Post in the comments who you think did it.
Yeah.
Was it Flo? Was it Darlene? Was it Sean? Or was it?
Torn page.
Or was
it's all
it?
there, though. It drops soon.
The other one.
Sean, Darlene, Farnsworth, or
Sean Farnsworth is his
could have been
name.
in
So Sean and a different guy.
No, it's Sean and Farnsworth.
Oh, Farnsworth was the first name.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Farnsworth.
Right.
119. Where the fuck? There it is.
It'd be funny if the answers were gone for that one.
Oh, we're both wrong.
Well, who was it?
Flo was the thief.
What?
She had gone to Buford's house 20 minutes early and looked into the kitchen window. When he saw that he was busy making french fries, she had sneaked into the museum by the back door. After stealing a potato with the autographs and substituting an ordinary one, she had returned to the house shortly before noon for the tasting. She confessed when the Encyclopedia pointed out her mistake, the bottle of ketchup. She would not have brought the ketchup to the table unless she knew Buford's tubers tubers a la Twitty was not some fancy dish, but simple French fry. That was tricky.
Yeah, I like it though, because
Yeah.
the clue is there.
Yeah, because she got
Well,
it.
how would she know?
She wouldn't have known.
You know, I kind of thought about that at first.
That's genius.
I kind of thought, oh, ketchup, that's weird. Because it's a potato, it's like some fancy potato thing. Why ketchup?
Oh my god, that was subtle.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
was good.
fun. What a fun thing. We're going to have to do this more than
Oh
once,
my god, okay,
for
your
sure.
turn. I want to do the painting one,
Painting one?
the 4th of July.
Someday I want to come back and do the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, like I said, we get a lot of bang on these books.
Yeah.
That was fun. I like that. Encyclopedia. It's a big dude.
I'd give it a 5.0 out of 3.0,
Yeah.
as the book says. Alright, Case of the 4th of July artist. That's the third mystery. The third mystery.
So we gotta listen close to context clues.
Alright. Although Chester Jenkins could eat out a hippopotamus.
Ooh.
Although Chester Jenkins
That's
could
a talent.
out-eat a hippopotamus, he was always neat and clean. His mouth had been his target for so long that he never missed. Wow.
This sounds like a beginning. It's like a porn profile.
This sounds like somebody making fun of a kid at school.
Yeah. Like that girl from Matilda that ate all the chocolate cake that everyone
Right.
made fun of.
Yeah. When he came into the Brown Detective Agency, however, his mouth was filled with words only.
Oh.
Wow, they're just like roasting this kid. The 4th of July is tomorrow, he said. We ought to celebrate. I know your idea of celebrating, Sally said. Food, food, and more food. Okay, let's have a party.
Let's just fat
You
shame.
fat shit.
Let's just fat shame the whole story.
I
What's his name?
With lots to eat, Chester said eagerly.
Oh, Chester.
Chester Jenkins. With all the food you can stuff down, Encyclopedia assured him, and enough left over for the rest of us. For once. He didn't say for
I'm
once.
sure this guy doesn't have a complex.
Yeah, they're being really mean to Chester.
Jesus.
Wow. His mouth had been his target for so long he never missed.
Wow.
Jesus. Wow. Alright, okay.
Different time?
The detectives called all their friends who hadn't gone out of town for the summer. Everyone thought the party was a great idea. The children chipped in and bought the ingredients they would need. Mrs. Brown allowed them to store everything in the kitchen. She promised to let them use her best recipes and to help with any problems. The next morning, almost every child in Idaville Most of the grown-ups went downtown. What? Are we missing a page? Did I skip one? The next morning, almost every child in Idaville and most of the grown-ups went downtown to watch the big 4th of July parade. There were 3 brass bands, a bagpipe band, a drum and bugle corps, and floats of all kinds. Encyclopedia and Sally stood on the curb and applauded. They were cheering the new Miss Idaville, who was going by on a float with the mayor when Chester rushed up.
Yeah.
"Come quick," he blurted. "It's the chance of a lifetime." Poor Chester. Yeah, it's Chester.
Oh my, poor Chester.
All right. Did a hamburger truck overturn? Sally inquired.
Wow.
No, Wilford Wiggins passed the word, Chester answered. He's holding a secret meeting behind Turner's drugstore in 10 minutes, just for kids. No grown-ups allowed.
Uh-oh.
Chester, don't go.
This is a bad idea.
Chester, no.
I've seen Precious.
Chester, no.
Oh, no.
You have the most molestable name, Chester the Molester.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. All right. Actually, have you ever seen the show Reigns with Jeff Goldblum?
No.
So it was a detective series, and the plot was that Jeff Goldblum was like traumatized from something and could now was basically hallucinating victims
Right.
and talking to them, solving the crimes by talking to them.
Gotcha.
And he realizes that they're not, they're just his head. So he's having a conversation with himself. So at one
He's having
point,
fun.
he goes up to one of the people who he suspects, and he's like, he keeps calling him Chester. He's like, "Well, Chester." He's like, "Why do you keep calling me Chester?" Because it rhymes with molester. And then he gets punched in the face.
Oh.
Oh, it was so good. Anyway, so Chester the molester. Good side story there. All right. Encyclopedia crinkled his nose. Wilford Wiggins was a high school dropout and as hardworking as a flat tire. I think Wilford might actually be like a predator.
Maybe.
um,
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
He spent his time dreaming up ways to get rich quick by cheating the children of the neighborhood. Wilford would try to sell electric forks to people on a hunger strike, Encyclopedia said.
Okay.
Why electric forks? Why electric?
I don't know, man. It was a different time.
Today is different.
Chester insisted.
I tell you, it's the chance of a lifetime.
The chance of Wilford's lifetime? Wait, the chance of Wilford's lifetime, you mean, Sally said. He's never had so many kids to cheat. What's he selling?
He's
Murphy's?
he's going to raffle off a picture of the Liberty Bell that was painted on July 4th, 1776,
Chester replied.
The painting must be worth a fortune, but for us little kids, the tickets are only $2 each.
Ooh.
And then there's a picture of the high school dropout showing everybody the picture, I guess.
Cool.
Okay. $2? I think we'd better go to Wilford's art show, Encyclopedia said grimly. When the detectives and Chester reached the alley behind Turner's drugstore, dozens of children were already there. Wilford stood on a stepladder. He clutched a framed painting of the Liberty Bell. "Here it is, my friends," he called out. "For only $2, you can have a chance to win this magnificent historical work of art." He raised the painting above his head so that everyone could see it. "My ancestor, Nathaniel Tarbox Wiggins, painted it on the very same day you was born. Our country was born."
Right.
Wilford bellowed. "See, there's a date right below the artist's signature in the corner." Encyclopedia was standing too far back to see the details. But knowing Wilford, he had no doubt that the date, July 4, 1776, and the signature, Nathaniel Tarbox Wiggins, were on the painting. Suddenly, Bugs Meany pushed and elbowed his way to the front. "I was in Philadelphia last year and I saw a Liberty Bell in person," Bugs said. "It has a crack on it, so quit playing your tonsils. That picture is fake." Quit playing your tonsils.
What's her name?
It was a guy, I
Oh.
think. His name's Bugs. Bugs Meany.
Oh, Bugs Meany.
Bugs Meany. Now what have we here? Wait, Wilford? Yeah. But what have we here? Wilford said. "A student of history. Step forward, friend, and take a closer look." Bugs sneered and moved nearer to the painting. He stared. His face reddened. I I see the crack. I'm gonna make him bugs
Bugs,
now.
yeah.
He admitted sheepishly.
Yeah.
He dug into his pocket for $2, which was to buy a raffle ticket. Several children started forming a line behind him. The others in the crowd chattered excitedly. A picture that old had to be worth more than $2. It might even be worth hundreds, no thousands of dollars. Sally looked concerned. I just hate to see Wilfred rake in $2 from every kid here. I just hate to see Wilfred rake in $2 from every kid here, she said to Encyclopedia. Could the painting be the real thing? They're all New Yorkers now.
Yep. That's fine.
Encyclopedia didn't answer. It was time to act. Hold on, Wilfred, he shouted. When did this ancestor of yours die? Wilfred hesitated. He hadn't noticed the detective in the crowd. He took a moment to put on a confident air. If you must know, Nathaniel Tarbox Wiggins lived up to the ripe old age of 87. You can look it up, he said. He didn't die until the year, let me see, 1822. So what? So he didn't paint the picture on July 4th, 1776, retorted Encyclopedia. What's more, he didn't paint it at all. Why was Encyclopedia so certain?
Because didn't he? I think I might know. It doesn't say what year they're in, does it?
No, but he says when his ancestor died.
Right.
So that timeline is realistic to look at. Or you can look at that part of the timeline without knowing what time this was set.
Because the Liberty.
This would be 1983.
The
what am I
Liberty
saying?
Bell wasn't cracked during the 4th of July. When it wasn't cracked till after this.
That sounds like the right answer.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we should just move on.
Yeah. Let's look.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think it wasn't cracked until after 1776.
I think you're right. 115 for the solution to the case.
It's my guess. Take your guesses in the comment section. If you're on Twitch right now, put in your guess. We'll wait.
Probably not though. All right, here's the answer. Liberty Bell didn't crack until 1835. That was long after Nathaniel Tarbox Wiggins died.
Yep.
If he had seen the bell on July 4th, 1776, or any other day of his life, he would have seen the bell without a crack. When Encyclopedia pointed out this fact, the crowd of children lost interest in the raffle. As Wilfred said sadly, folding his stepladder, Sally approached him. That picture isn't half bad, she said. Did you paint it yourself? All by myself, Wilfred replied. It took me weeks to paint and rub with dirt and give it lots of coats of dark shellac to make it look old. Damn, Wilfred, just like paint.
For somebody who
Go sell paintings.
Yeah, okay. For somebody who is useless as a flat tire, he's pretty good at painting.
I spent weeks on this, and I used aging techniques to make it look old.
Yeah, it takes people years to master it.
I could be maybe I could work in movies. I could maybe the weathering.
Nah, I'd rather just scam children.
Scale models, but I'm good.
Just scam children.
I'm a scam children some more.
Hang out with Bugs Meanie.
The crowd of children in the parade were finished for the day. So was Wilfred.
There you go.
All right.
I got it.
You got it first try. That was sick, dude.
Yeah, right. So next up.
All right. That's fun. That's fun as shit.
That was fun.
Sometimes the fun of the Pick Your Path books are that they're so weird.
Yeah.
This is fun because it's just fun.
It makes you think.
This is a good time.
I don't want to make quips while we're listening to it because I want to listen to the details.
All right.
Because
I'm sorry that I make so many.
Oh no, it's fine. It's great. I was just saying I didn't really say anything because I was like, okay, this might be important. I gotta remember that. But no, I was afraid there'd be the old timey language barrier or whatever. But it was really nice. The 80s. So next up is Solve a Crime.
From 1976.
From 1976, we have.
We could just flip to a random one.
Options, and there's no table of contents. So.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to do a flippy go.
This one has the name Wickham in it. Wikiwall.
Oh, you know what? We have a die here. Let's roll 2 numbers and see what page comes up.
There you go. We're gonna roll dice.
Anything from 1 to 47 will work.
Yeah. So if it's 6, let's try again. Or we'll do 12. Whatever. We got a 4.
41. Number 41.
Number 41.
47's really the only one that can't happen.
Yeah. The Case of the Fallen Moon. It is a A brutally cold day. You get to the office building of wealthy stockbroker Martin Moon, just as the ambulance is pulling away. Moon's body landed on the sidewalk after falling from a window 8 stories up. Jeez.
Wow.
His window isn't. His office is in turmoil. 2 girls in the corner of his outer office crying hysterically. 3 men pacing back and forth. One of the men says, "I'm Milton Kearns, a junior partner here. We were all in the outer office when we heard him scream. I rushed into Mr. Moon's office, but it was too late. The man over there, Bill Franklin, was with Mr. Moon and saw him jump. Bill Franklin walks over to you. I was an employee here until a year ago when Mr. Moon and I had a little disagreement. I dropped in today to see if there was a chance of me coming back to work here." "What happened?" you ask. "Well, he started to walk around the office. He seemed worried about something. Just as he got near the open window, he turned toward it. Then, I don't know if he jumped or lost his balance." He shakes his head. You step into Moon's office with Milton Kearns. The room is uncomfortably warm because of the 2 electric heaters in the corners. Kearns comments, "Mr. Moon was not a healthy man, and he always complained of the cold. He kept his office in here like an oven, and he resented anyone's suggestion of ventilation or fresh air. Mr. Moon neither committed suicide nor had an accident," you say to Kearns. "I'll have to ask Bill Franklin some more questions. Why do you suspect Franklin?"
Was murdered.
You think he was murdered?
What?
You think Bill Franklin murdered him? Or
Maybe.
You think it was
Why do you suspect Bill Franklin? Is the answer in there?
The answer's in this page.
Oh, damn. Okay.
It's a very short
So,
pager.
can you give me the overview again? Like, can you
Okay,
give me some
so
like, tips?
cold day.
Yeah. Cold
Some
day.
guy fell out of the 8th-story window.
Right.
You go upstairs. 2 girls in the outer office with the junior assistant.
Right.
And then there's an old guy that was there from when he used to work there. He was gonna ask. He was in the office with Mr. Moon, asked to see if he could get his job back.
Right.
And he said he was pacing back and forth. He goes to the window. He opens it, and then he fell, or he's lost his balance.
Right. And that guy didn't like ventilation, so he wouldn't have opened a window.
Exactly.
So the guy pushed him out.
Yeah, you think the guy pushed him out?
Yeah, because of the ventilation.
Whoops. I'm on the wrong page. You think he was pushed?
Yeah.
By Mr. Franklin?
Yeah.
I think Mr. Franklin got a response he didn't expect,
Yeah.
and he got angry and pushed him out.
Yeah.
You can't understand why the window was open at the time of the accident. Kearns told you that Moon hated fresh air, and if he kept 2 heaters going in the office, he wouldn't have had the window open.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was the answer. They kind of gave it to you.
Yeah. So
All right.
These aren't as in depth.
That's true. Here, we'll do another random one. Maybe there'll be a better one.
Yeah.
Alright. Roll for me, baby.
Roll d6. Oh, it is 6. 63. Hold on, let me try again. 30.
No, I can just go to page 63.
There isn't a 63.
There's not a
Oh.
mystery 63. But there's page 63.
Okay, let's do 35.
Okay.
I got 35, so let's do that.
Alright.
Hope you like the dice rolling ASMR. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. I would like to get, like, a nice table.
Yeah.
Actually do this on something.
Like I said, someday we're gonna build. I'm gonna design one.
I'm down.
Build it. But we need like a permanent, kind of like a semi-permanent desk. But we need like a
Yeah. Well, I'd like to replace this with like just a platform desk
Yeah.
that has a lot of space underneath that we can keep like storage that we can like attach things to and all that stuff.
Right.
I think that probably the easiest thing would be to just have the simplest desk possible and then just build attachments.
Right.
Okay, anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
This is the case of the dead dancer.
Dun, dun, dun.
You arrive at the lakeshore where the body was found in the bushes. You deduce, but I'm going to do this in my best dating
Hiding in
voice.
the bushes.
You arrive at the lakeshore where the body was found in the bushes. You deduce that she was taken by surprise and strangled
Oh.
behind. After you take off her dark glasses and scarf, you see that she was a very attractive blonde. In her purse, you find 4 $1 bills, a silver lighter with the initials RL, and a driver's license made out to Rita Lane, age 22. Later, you learn she was a chorus girl in the local nightclub. The evening newspaper carries the story featuring a picture of Rita in one of her dance costumes. The sheriff's office found that Tommy Griffin, a local playboy, was seen boating on the lake the afternoon of the murder. You question Griffin. I figured you'd be after me, Griffin says with a smile. I knew I'd been on the lake. That was what popped in my mind when I saw the girl's picture in the paper. I recognized her at once, the same girl I saw walking along the shore with her boyfriend, or friend. He was a thin man in a dark green suit. They seemed to be arguing because I saw him grab her shoulders and shake her violently. How far away were you? You asked. Tommy thinks for a moment. Oh, I'd say at least 250 yards or so. I didn't hang around watching. I mind my own business. It wasn't until I saw the papers that I knew what had happened. Such a pretty girl, too. He shakes his head mournfully. Did you ever meet Rita Lane before? You ask. No, Griffin says. I don't think you're telling the truth. You say, I'm holding you on suspicion of murder. Why?
Why would he be in the boat at night? I don't know. That's where he found the body.
Right.
Hold on. Let's see.
This one's
okay. So
this one's a little more in depth, or a little bit more.
I'd say
It's a shorty.
Hold on.
Okay, so you want the overview again?
Yeah.
All right. So the body was found in the bushes.
Right.
She was taken by surprise and strangled from behind.
Right.
Found all her stuff, and then she was a chorus girl in a nightclub.
Yeah.
And Tommy Griffin, a local playboy, was seen boating on the lake the afternoon of the murder. And you question him, and he says, I was on the lake, I knew that would, show up.
By me.
And, that's what came through my mind when I, saw her in the paper. I recognized her at once, the girl I had saw walking along the shore with her boyfriend. He said, did you ever meet or see her before? And he says, no, I don't think you're telling the truth.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
And she was, on the day of the murder, wearing dark glasses and a scarf.
Right.
And Tommy...
I don't think he would have recognized her.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
From 250 yards?
Yeah, unless he saw it closely.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay.
You got it. You got
okay,
it.
yeah.
All right.
Well, that was neat.
Mystery solved.
Yeah, that was...
Encyclopedia Brown definitely more.
Yeah,
I think if we do this again, it's going to be a chunky Encyclopedia Brown episode.
Yeah, for sure. We need more. We have 1, 2, 3 of these books.
Yeah, I think, 3.
One that the Mad Scientists.
Yeah, that one's not Encyclopedia Brown, though.
Yeah, we have 4.
4 Encyclopedia Brown books, bro.
One of which has 7 in it, so...
I would do just,
That's awesome.
several of these episodes of Encyclopedia Brown.
I'm game.
That would be really fun.
We do some goofy ones. We get some guest stars on here. Do we have any more guests lined up?
Not right now, but
Oh.
yeah, we can. I can find one.
You think Bosch would ever want to be on here? Or?
Yeah, probably. We can get him to do it.
He'd be great.
Yeah, I think it'd be funny. All right, well, thanks for joining us in the void here,
thanks
man.
for coming to the void. I'm glad to be here as usual. I never get sick of the pizza,
Yep.
The void pizza?
Void pizza, man.
Yep.
So good. Oh, man, Encyclopedia Brown, I give that a 10 out of 10. That was
That was great.
that's a good time.
It aged very well.
Yeah,
And it's very, like you said, very good for all audiences.
Yeah, a lot of these things don't age well, and that's part of the fun. But this works. This works in 2022. Pick up an Encyclopedia Brown at your local bookstore.
For sure.
Don't take my word for it.
Doo-doo-doo. There it is,
Bye!
Love you guys. Follow us on social medias. Listen to Retro Reset.
Oh, yeah. If you if you want to support the show, give us a review on iTunes. That'll be good.
Yeah, give us a review on iTunes,
Yeah.
and we will be your best friends.
And we'll read 5-star reviews on the show.
We'll come over and we'll have that guy's potato fries with you.
In fact, I'm going to check to see if there are any reviews at all.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. I have the Apple Podcast.
We had to get new internet, the void. Oh god.
Yeah.
avoiding.
We have had several technical difficulties and just like life situations.
Yeah.
To
That too. That's just normal.
break the.
That's just normal.
Yeah.
Someday. If I ever win the lottery, I'll quit full time, just go into making podcast videos.
Yeah.
And you won't have to work either. Just like, here you go.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, win the lottery soon.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll do it like next week, maybe.
You just
And,
do that?
I'll just win it real quick.
Can you just do that for me?
Just win it real fast.
Now we have 2 ratings, no reviews.
Oh.
Isn't that sad?
But hey, ratings are good.
2 5 stars.
All right. Thanks to the 5 stars.
Thanks for the
guys.
5 stars, whoever you are. One of them is me.
Oh.
When you start the podcast, you got to go review your shit, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, nothing on there. But what about Retro Reset?
I don't know.
First result, Retro Reset. Mm-hmm. Nobody else has that name.
Not on iTunes, anyway.
Yeah. No, they're all from 3 years ago.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening,
Yeah.
and we will see you next time
We love you all.
on Interactive Fiction in the Void.
And we'll see you on social media. Join our Discord.
Bye.
Later. Taters. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Yeah. Excuse me. That was good.
Oh.
Well,
How many mics can you have on there?
4.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 channel.
4
With
channels?
room to grow.
Yeah, we could throw on another one if we have like me and you and a guest, eh?
Yeah, dude.
I have that AKG, but I haven't probably use it. Good old XLR, dude. I'm pretty impressed with it.
Yeah, and these are relatively cheap microphones. So we wanted to get 2 more at some point. They're not that expensive.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I
Like
think
$50 for this
eventually,
kit.
Once we get this space situated, we can start sort of making like more permanent attachments. Cause I
Yeah.
think you are due for a desk upgrade.
Yeah.
And it could be like an extra like 2 feet long.
I've had this thing forever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want it to be longer. I basically want to have like a plank that goes out. It'd even be cool to have it like attached to the wall without legs. That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
Oh yeah, floating.
Yeah.
That'd be the best.
Floating decks would be so
Because then you
fucking
could
cool. Yeah. We attach anything anywhere. We could leave like a nice like border on the outside where there's like nothing, and then like that'd be so sick.
Yeah, I was thinking like we could do like
Just get a big
this
piece
would
of
be
wood.
later on, but like you just have a big piece of wood and then like
Yeah.
kind of comes out in like an island and then comes back like a peninsula,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and that way you'd have like you could have like a shared space where you could put the camera, so you just have stuff right here like
Right.
displayed while we're each on either side.
Right, for
And
sure.
then we could have guests. It's like Scuba in the center or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking. How
It'd be-
about people talk to your people?
It'd be cool to have like the floating desk idea, right? And then have a sliding platform out
Oh,
the
yeah.
bottom that we could put shit on
Yeah.
too.
Like a sliding just drawer that comes out or something. Like a sliding table.
Yeah, it's a table extension.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have like impermanent legs on it that you could like put down on
Yeah.
that part.
Something simple but effective. Very effective.
Very effective.
Maybe somehow design it to where it'll shock absorb.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
If it was attached to the wall, it would help.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
wall would take
That would fix a lot of the problems. We just have to have a nice big supports, since it will have a lot of weight on it. But I don't see that being a problem.
You could buy 2-bed seats really cheap. That's
Yeah.
just big old 2 beds. Anyways, hi everybody. We're gonna go now.
Bye.
The stream is now over. Thank you for joining us
Thanks.
for our stream of us workshopping and playing or doing podcasts.
Yeah,
and opening
dude.
cards. It was a blast. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.